everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I want my baby back, Chili, baby back, red.
Caller, this is calls for Ayala. Hi. So.
Hey, do you remember me?
Who's this?
Nick?
No.
Last name Gers.
Nick Gers. I don't know names. I don't even remember my mom's name.
Say it again.
If you even tell me you're my mom, I wouldn't remember her name. Like, I'm really bad with names. How do you look?
When you say my name again, I don't even know if you heard me right.
Nick Gers.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you have to call in like that? Why do you have to call in like that? That's not a good caller. It's a horrible, horrible caller. I'm going to play you a little song.
Nick Gers! Oh, Nick.
Me Chinese, me play jokes, me put pee-pee in your coat.
What's up, Vivek?
Hey.
Whoa!
Look at this.
What's up, guys?
I was craving a Slurpee.
Can I get my change back correctly?
You know, we'll.
I feel like a lot of us are conservative in the way that we just want to be able to say the N-word and it not really matter.
That's all I want. Come on. Is that so much to ask? Can't I just say the N-word? Does that make me a bad person?
Come on, guys.
Violet's a huge fan of yours. She loves censored TV.
Oh, great.
I do. I love your show. Big fan.
All she wants is to be able to say the N-word, but that's the only thing that's holding her back in life.
Yeah.
Oh, it just, you go like this.
How are you and your man? Oh, Bisconti, he's in hospice. I'm teasing.
Oh,
it's a joke. It was an old man joke.
No, there was somebody in the hospice on meeting earlier, so I was like, oh, geez.
I'm just kidding. He's fine. Oh my God, we're great. I'll marry that man.
Aww.
He's adorable. So.
If not, they just fall out. This was your fault, John. I'm just saying.
Jumping jack. Whoa!
Yeah, don't.
Whoa!
What was it?
Whoa!
Okay. There. I did it. What, you can take me? There. I did it.
Are you winning, son?
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm an English teacher, a dialect coach, and today I'm going to show you exactly what actors do perfectly and terribly when they try to do a British accent. Let's rate some accents.
My kink is British accents. Oh, is that all right?
Cheerio, cut!
Yeah, right then. Bush eye cheerio.
You're really attracted to this.
Oh, bloody hell.
I had to look up where she grew up and went to school because I genuinely don't know why she's so good. She's not trying to sound perfect.
I'm taking the dog, dumbass.
I'm taking the dog.
He's just happy to have the attention. He's just happy to have the attention.
Got tired of my scheming. It's me. Hi, I'm the baddie. It's me.
Our next guest is originally from Danville, Illinois. He enjoys cold beer and hot music. Says that he and his mom don't see eye to eye on his love life. And he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot. Fine, how are you? Have a seat. Faggot is rather an odd name.
Yeah, you know, it is an odd name.
Speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Mrs. Stay.
Misa Kochata.
Ding, 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 ding.
Sunday, Monday, happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy day. Thursday, Friday, happy day. The weekend comes, my cycle hums.
Your lip, just kind of get it in there. Fill it in a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
I'm gay. I have relationships with men and sex with men.
That's kind of a new intro. Hello, viewer at home. Welcome to SimpCast, your favorite Sunday night show with the best people on the internet discussing the best stories on the internet. I don't know. Maybe I need to think of a catchphrase for this show. Maybe that'll be my November resolution. Trump won! He won! There he is, hugging the flag. Hooray! Okay. We may or may not talk about more things other than Trump winning. Wait, turn around. There, he's good now. Well, let's bring in the fabulous cast without further ado. Oh, no, let's have some ado. Please like and subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I am so close to hitting 100,000 subscribers. I'm creeping ever so closely. I think I'm 600 away. So if everybody watching right now subscribes to my YouTube channel, I will get there. I will get the silver play button and I'll put it right here and it'll be great. And then I'll feel good about myself for now. Please and thank you. Let's bring in the ladies. And of course, there are more ladies coming, but these are just the ones that are prompt. And by prompt, I mean, we're all just 23 minutes late. It's Carmen Smith-Studer and Keri Smith. Oh my God. Back after a long break, just because I probably forgot to invite you.
It's good to see you, ladies. Good to see Carmen and Chrissy. I love you. And someone in the chat said you're looking very radiant lately. I agree. I think it's
me.
Yes. Is it the mommy?
I have a birthday. I have a birthday looming.
It's
tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the glow is from. I really am not drinking very much, and I didn't think I would enjoy a life where I have like one glass of wine every 6 months, but that's where we're at. I don't know. The glow, maybe I'm radioactive. Maybe all my time on Long Island has caught up to me. We'll see. I have a hard time taking a compliment. This is I can't just say thank you and move on.
Thank you.
I have to be like,
if you remember that it's connected to monetary receiving, then maybe that would help.
What? You're about to lay some kooky shit down, Carmen.
I'm telling you, you have to be able to give and receive, like putting a breath out and taking one in. And so you've got to be able to roll around and like us telling us you're amazing and glowing and just like a pig in slop.
You have to roll around in compliments like a pig in slop, is
Yep.
what you're saying, Carmen. I feel like you're just wearing rose-colored glasses today.
I wear them every day, actually.
Ooh, wow. It's a big day. I got a new computer and everything is new. All you have to log into everything, and then I don't remember passwords to anything. So you have to be like, help, I'm stupid, I forgot. And then Twitter locks you out of your account because they think someone's trying to break in. So that's what I'm doing right now. But it was a big weekend. The bean got baptized yesterday.
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness. It was the sweetest thing. And I'm gonna convert. I'm gonna convert to Catholicism for sure, because I don't want to be like the only one left out. But also I've been thinking about it for a long time, and it was so sweet. Like you start at the front of the church, like when you walked in, it was the same church we got married in. So it was a trip to be like, wow, we're here exactly like a year and a half later, like with the little bean.
That's amazing.
And it is amazing. And then we walked him down, and then we knew that we know like two deacons. Like one deacon is like in our family, and then another was just like another family friend. And so we had church all to ourselves, because I've been to baptisms where there's like 3 and 4 babies, and you have to just take a number like you're at a Costco. But this felt really special, and I was like, oh my God, it's just us. And you walk through the front of the church, and then he calls up like anybody else that wants to stand up, like with you and the baby, and you're like carrying it down. And then they have if you want to do the sign of the cross on the baby's forehead, like anybody can, not anybody, but whoever's there for the like the baptism. It's so sweet. And he not only got holy water, but like something else, some kind of oil of Jesus, like some kind, not oil of Olay, like I don't know, like frankincense and myrrh. After it was all done, he smelled like church. He smelled like
Incense
like
or something?
I don't know if it was incense. He smelled like just epic. He smelled biblical. You know what I mean? I was like, whatever they put on you, it's like it was some kind of oil. And yeah, they put something on his chest, and then something else on his forehead, and it was so sweet. And like the little bean is, we're sitting in the first pew, and like he's doing like the speech. The deacon's like Deacon Dan doing this. Shout out to Deacon Dan.
Deacon Dan.
I wish I could leave him a Yelp review somewhere. I don't think they work like that. And
I wish they did, actually.
Rate your preacher. Rate your.
We need more of that.
It wasn't quite like a homily. It just was like his baptism speech. And the baby, the whole time I'm like, I woke up like yesterday morning just freaking out. I was like, if I don't get the naps done, if I don't get the naps down correctly today, it's going to be horrible, because if he goes into the church having not slept, he's going to be crying. Everyone's going to be like low key judging me for it. And I wanted it to be like good for everybody. And then I was like, he's going to last through this church thing, and then the dinner at the restaurant. So thank God he had a 2-hour nap in the morning, and then like a half-hour nap right before we had to leave for the church. And so he's sitting there, he's in his little white outfit. And I just was like, if you can just not have diarrhea for the next 4 hours, Bean, I'll be so grateful. Like, just do not shit up and out the back of your diaper. That would be great, because this is white. And so he's in his little outfit, and I'm holding him. And so Deacon Dan is like giving his speech, and he's like leaning in, giving him eye contact, like really, really listening to what he was saying. And you figure like most kids and most adults, a lot of adults find church kind of boring, but he was like leaning in, like listening so intently, eye contact, like so well behaved, didn't scream, not even a toot, not even like a single fart. And he loves to fart more than anything. He'll look you right in the eye and be like, burn. And it was just so sweet. And he didn't cry. He was good. He just did it like we practiced in the bathtub, and he was so good. And some of it just like dripped into his eye, and he was like chill. He was chill about it. Oh, it was so good.
Remembering
So I have a
kids were
question.
shooting them with the squirt guns because they wouldn't go near the kids.
Oh, oh, thank God. No, there was no sort of squirt guns.
Are
Yeah.
you so you said you're thinking of becoming Catholic. I thought I don't know that much about Catholicism. You don't have to you haven't already converted before the
No,
marriage?
I
Oh,
guess in order to marry a Catholic, you have to be baptized and you have to not have been married before.
okay.
That's kind of like the and then obviously like yeah, Frank had to be Catholic, which he was, and he had to sign paperwork before we got married, basically saying like I am agreeing to marry this Methodist trash. Like I understand the risks involved. We had to like meet with a priest and we had to do pre-Cana classes. Maybe it was just the one class. It was just like several hours on a Saturday, of course. And that was no big deal. It's several hoops you have to jump through, but it's worth it. It makes you like respect it more. It feels more special.
That's so cool. I grew
Although,
up
like I was
What'd
Go
you say,
ahead, Carmen.
No, I didn't want to interrupt, sorry. I grew up Catholic and I remember like loving the sacredness of it. Like I would go with my grandmother and even as a kid, I would bring my little book or whatever, but I remember loving like the smells and the sounds and stuff. It's a very like ritualistic experience that I think is I really like that part of it. But I'm not Catholic anymore. But I thought you had to go through catechism to get married.
What's that? Like a tomb? Is a catechism like in a tomb? No, that's a sarcophagus.
Catechism, because the only reason I say that is I used to be I was engaged to somebody who was Catholic, and in order to marry him in the Catholic Church, I had to become Catholic, and that meant I had to go through classes and I had to do like this Bible study and all this crazy.
Well, we just had to sign a waiver. I assume that's what it was. Yeah, I had a permission slip, and that was it. And there was not at the time there wasn't like you have to convert. They were just like you've been baptized. Cool. I had to show proof of baptism. So I had to call up my old church and be like, "Hi, can you? I don't know if you guys keep files, but can you go all the way back and then send it to me?" And that was it. And it was also really important that you hadn't been married before. I guess they won't do it.
Yes.
So
And did you have to commit to raising Catholic?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you have to bring your spawn in to become Catholic, but that's no problem. I mean, like you gotta raise your kid in something, I think.
I love it. I love that you're going towards God. That's always good.
Oh my, nothing makes you feel like yeah, I've prayed more in the last year and a half than my whole life. So I think that's normal. Like you get older and do you want to be closer with God?
Well, like I was saying to you before we started, I think my pastor's sermon today was about like sacrament and well, it was about more than that, but part of it he was talking about rituals or sacraments that you participate in and the older I've gotten and after I became a Christian, I sort of came slowly to believe that like we're meant to worship God, we're built to worship God, and we're meant to have some type of ritual or sacrament or something that's like it means something, it's symbolic and you can participate in it. And if we don't have those, if we don't, you know, a lot of our society, we've lost the traditional ones, so they've sort of fallen away. And then I think we like search out for ritual. We search out rituals,
yes,
like secular ones. And I told you like before when I was like when I was 18, I remember I got 2 tattoos. Like I wasn't a believer or anything. And I really thought, oh, this is deeply meaningful. You know, these tattoos. Oh no. And then I thought I would do that. I'm like, this is a modern day way of marking, you know, who I am and
I'm so different.
Yeah, I'm so different and unique. And I really thought I would keep getting those like every 10 years. And I'm really glad I didn't. But that's just one example of I think how we kind of like look for meaning and ritual in the world because we've let all of the the actually meaningful traditions fall away. So anyway, I love that you got to have that experience with your baby.
Oh, thank you. It was really sweet. I'm just blown away with how like well behaved he was and how he was like I'll send you pictures and videos, like intently listening to this guy. And I was like, oh my God.
That's so cute. Keri, your post today inspired me because I have not. I am a believer, but I don't go to church because all the churches around here have been involved in some very bizarre things, like cesspool. But I was like, you know what? She's right. I need to keep trying.
Keep trying because, I have people sometimes say to me, they've had bad experiences in a church, and I get that completely. Why that would turn you away, but man,
Wait, what happened? Were they like into trans or something, or?
A lot of the churches are involved in some crazy, let's just say, things with children that they shouldn't be into.
Oh no, child enthusiasm.
And in Dallas, it's like all these pastors have gone down, like 6 or 7 of them. It's insane.
Oh, I've read about some of those in Dallas,
and they're huge.
Mega,
like one of them made $250 million a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you mentioned that too about the prosperity churches, like to be careful.
The prosperity gospel, I think it's just as heretical as the woke hedonistic stuff. It's like you're not really teaching people what Christ was trying to teach people or what his words were about. It's like, become a believer and you'll get lots of money and success. It's like, no, that's not like, I don't know. I think that's just as wrong. But I've read about some of those mega pastors. I think like probably preachers, you're probably under more. So anybody who's not a Christian in the chat's going to be annoyed with all this Christian talk, but just bear with me.
That's why people watch SimpCast, of course.
Well, you knew you were in for a boring night with me coming on.
No,
I'm kidding.
I brought it up.
A weirder night. No, it's just I think that I do believe in spiritual warfare, and I think that if you're on the path and you're doing good works for God, like I do believe that you're going to be more of a target for spiritual attacks, because what could be better than to tear down someone who is having a positive influence and being a lantern for God?
Yeah.
And so preachers, man, like if you have a good preacher, like pray for him
100%.
Because he's under attack, that those temptations are probably 1,000-fold what they are for you and me or for other people. So but because I look at those mega preachers and I'm like, how did stuff like, the ones you're talking about, Carmen, like where they have some disgusting, degenerate,
horrifying
scandal that comes out, and you're like, how you've been hiding it and living, being double-minded and double-faced and talking out both sides of your mouth and like not living the way you say that you believe. And I honestly, I don't know if some of them, they were always that way and always duplicitous, or actually, I think probably what happens is the more worldly things that they accrue, if they, let's say like the ones who are in the big churches and they have tons of money coming in,
like the gemstones.
Yes, then I think that you just attract more worldly like temptations and stuff, and more
there's
attacks. So
crazy stuff going on. Like we are really in a total bifurcation. Like there is this, like, people are waking up, which is great.
Hold on, let me Google bifurcation. Hold, please.
It's a separating. And what's happening, and you really see it even with like all the stuff that just happened this last week with the election. The people's reactions, they're so out of sorts because they're realizing, wait, I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff here.
Man, I saw a terrible story right before we started. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. But it was a guy who, like a real anti-Trumper who's just crazy and
I saw that.
And just ended his whole family. And now most of them obviously are not going to be driven to do something that insane. But we are seeing degrees of insanity, and a lot of these videos that we're watching of the meltdowns and stuff, you see degrees of insanity, and the media is like pushing people to that place, that like really sick, I think mentally like sick, spiritually sick
if
place.
you're an unsettled person, if you've got tension, you've got demons, it's like that person that you see someone who's walking around looking for a fight. Maybe they get drunk, they go to a bar, they get drunk. Maybe it's a type of dude that's like, oh, I just, they want to fight someone. They're just, you're a match and you're just looking for somewhere to strike. And a lot of people are our matches and we all kind of are matches at some point in our lives are pent up. And that's why you need God, you need community, family to help you stay even keeled. But if you're out of balance and you're in this, like, I want to fight, I got a lot of negative energy going on, I might hurt myself or someone else, and Trump was just that. He's just the back of the matchbox, it's
They want
it could have been anything. Yeah.
An excuse.
It's just the thing that triggers a lot of people. And I still can't believe Trump won. Like, I really, I have a really funny story about the baptism. So I invited like aunts and uncles, people I don't see a lot. And like, that's the one good thing from my dad's passing is that it's really brought me closer with his sister, his brother, because I've just simply made more of an effort to include them all in family functions, but also like making family functions, like making reasons to get together, inviting them. Some of them live in Maryland, like drove hours, and other ones live in upstate New York and like drove hours to come. And I saw one of my cousins I haven't seen maybe in 20 years.
Love it.
It's so crazy. I'm like, he's like a park ranger now. Last time I saw him, he had a bunch of he had like a pet squirrel and like a skink, and he was like collecting strange animals, and now he's a park ranger. I'm like, look at you. And so what my aunt and uncle, they're all like, the aunts and uncles are sitting together, and I just kind of at some point, you go around, you say hi to everybody, and I go over to them, and they're sitting with my other aunt and uncle with the cousin, who I know the aunt and uncle and the cousin all voted for Trump. And I just assumed everyone had voted for Trump. And I just was like, I just was like, oh, that was a real nail biter. You guys catch the election. Like, oh, it was really scary for a minute there. Even after they called, it was like Florida, and then it was Georgia, and then it was the other state. And then I just noticed like my one uncle and aunt are being kind of quiet. And I'm just like, oh, did you guys like not vote? Do you just like not care? And he's like, actually, we're for the other team. And I think he's a horrible, disgusting person. And he said that with a straight face. Like, and he's a mild-mannered dude. They're like very sweet people.
That's great that they were hanging out with you and not saying anything until you asked.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, they've been to the house. We have a freaking Trump banner. We have Trump banners up in the backyard. I have like Trump doll. You know what I mean? Like I'm very out there about it. And I just was like, oh my, I had no idea. And I was like, how does a 70-year-old man with no kids who lives in upstate New York become not just like, I understand politically indifferent because that's where my dad was at. And he was kind of, when he would talk to me about politics, he would say that he would say all sides are corrupt, which I very much see that now. He was into like Ron Paul for a time. Would he be a libertarian? Maybe, or he'd be like just independent or something. And but to see my uncle, like he was passionately for Kamala. And I was like, I think he's a horrible person. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, he's old. He's 70. He's not listening to podcasts. He's not on YouTube. All he's watching is like MSNBC. And then everything he said after that were like classic leftist talking points. He said, I'm really worried about women's rights. I was like, women's rights. I'm trying not to like say his name. Not like he would literally ever watch this or anything I do. They're all old. Not that they don't care. They fine. They don't care, but they've got better things to do than like whatever. And I was just like, Trump is a 90s liberal. He's like a classic Democrat. He has said that he doesn't want to put a federal ban on abortion. It's like, I think for any sane person, it's the lowest of everybody's priority list, especially now. Like if you're going to be like super concerned about abortion, that's like 3 what ifs. That's like, what if I get pregnant? What if I don't want to keep it? What if I mess up birth control, plan B, all the things, and want to, kill it. That's 3 what ifs on top of what currently is for everyone, which is the economy, which is the border, which is inflation.
And they were
Great
shocked, by the way, that on exit polls, I think it was only 14% of people said that abortion was their number one topic, their number one priority for when they voted, which to me is still very high. Why 14%? But the leftists were upset. They're like, why aren't more women? I think I watched a lot of clips afterwards. I think it was one of the View ones where they were saying, why aren't more women
it's white women's fault again.
Yeah, why aren't they putting abortion at the top? And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm shocked it was 14%. It's the economy's at the top right now for most Americans. And
guess what? Some of us have figured out how to close our legs, or we've grown up, or we've decided to have kids and keep them, or we just know better. And it's kind of embarrassing. Like, I think it's embarrassing to see a woman over 30 be like really passionate about abortion. It's like, I kind of have grace for women that are like still in their young kind of brainwashed years, college, like, okay, because that's where I was. I just never thought I'd be a mom or be married, and I thought
amazing.
I was a feminist for sure. And because when you consistently pick bad dudes, you're not going to be, guess what? You're going to think abortion is like no big deal, because if you don't care about the guys you're with, you're not going to care about what would be the result of that union. So my uncle then proceeded to say, he was like, I just hate everyone he surrounded himself with. I said, well, don't worry, uncle, it'll only be 4 years, it'll be over before you know it. And he said, he's never gonna leave office. And I was like, what?
They believe this. They believe he's gonna change the law and run for a 3rd term. And they believe a lot of really crazy things that the media's told them. So
It's crazy too. The next morning, my daughter got up and she just was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. But then she started seeing all the people like whining and crying. And so she literally wrote this. I genuinely have no idea what women are talking about, that they say they are losing rights. What rights have you lost? She got 19 million views on it.
Wow.
And she's Gen Z, which I was amazed that it got that much traction.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know. Frank, did you put this up for some reason? I don't really understand this. From Mercada Law. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Hey, what's up, Chrissy? Hope you are well. As for the money changer woman, the internet made the whole world the temple. You're the people Jesus hated. Repent. I don't know if this is
I think that's probably
dig.
Yeah. Look, dude, let me just say something. Let me say something. If he's watching, I didn't rebuke you publicly. I did it privately for a reason. The same reason that I originally reached out to you in May with loving encouragement privately. But since you're making this public, yes, I think you are consumed by sickness and darkness. And I think you need prayer. And like I said to you, which is what I would hope anybody who cared for me would say to me, I hope that you have people around you who love you, who are saying the same to you, who are rebuking you, who are rebuking your arrogance, your pride, your dishonesty, and your degenerate behavior, and who have the best interests for you and your family at heart. And that's a very hard thing to say to someone. And I did not say it publicly, and I don't put people on blast or do videos about people, and I never would have, except you came here to take a dig, because I offered you what I think is the best advice, like loving advice for someone who used to claim to be a Christian, and to someone who a lot of us used to look up to, and he used to say he stood for Christian values. And so, look, I'm sorry for the hell that you're in and the hell that your family's in, but I don't, whatever, if you want to come attack me like all the other people you attack, okay, fine. That's it.
Ugh. Okay. Thanks a lot, Frank, for putting that up.
That's okay.
I did not understand.
An
I guess I
honest
didn't
answer
know the
is like a
backstory.
kiss on the lips. That's all I have to say about that.
To get back to the topic, just quickly, and I'm sorry about that, Chrissy. I didn't know that was gonna.
No,
I
I
happen.
actually really
But,
applaud you for something that could have been, I don't know, it seemed like that could have been a triggering thing, like, because I've many a time I've said things privately to people and then they publicly kind of shit on me when
yeah, and the thing is,
convenient.
talking to someone, you know, there's two in the Bible. There's two kinds of. There's lots of different tools that you can use to help people, and God is a God of mercy and also a God of judgment. And I believe that Christians are called to offer loving encouragement when that is the best tool to offer and to use. And that's what a lot of people need. But to also be able to see when somebody, a friend or someone you love, or an acquaintance in this case, or someone I barely know, but who, when they need rebuke instead of encouragement, there's like those two different things. And so anyway, this isn't supposed to be a sermon. This SimpCast, right?
This is my fault for talking about the bad. I wanted to talk about my triggered uncle. He said,
I know what I wanted to say real quick before I forget.
Okay.
At least your uncle was like hanging around with you, like you said.
Yeah.
You had Trump stuff out.
I mean, he did leave early, and I don't know if that's
but he knew your beliefs and he wasn't cutting you off, and he knew you were, because your beliefs were out there, and he wasn't cutting you off, and he didn't like shit on you or say you're wrong or anything until you asked him. Then he openly and honestly shared what he thought. So I commend him, because a lot of people who are in that, you know, who are on the left and in the party I used to be in, they do the opposite. They can't stand to be around you, and they, you know, they'll cut you off and cut you out of their lives. Or they'll be the ones to bring it up, you know. So
yeah, this is the most awkward moment. So he says, I'm actually on the other team, and I think he's a horrible, disgusting person. And it was the longest pause, and I didn't know what to say, and I didn't know how to break the tension, which is rare for me. And I just was like, God, I think I just haven't had wine in a long time. I'm just like, I feel like this was a big pour, and there's another long pause, and then my aunt picks up the very cheap Chinese favors that we put together like late into the night before. Like, they're like these little white, almost doily little churchy things that fold together, and then like you ribbon it around with like a thank you, and it's got like a little keychain with wings in the inside. But it's like, not that it's, I'm not calling the favors shitty. I'm just saying they were affordable. And so in this awkward long pause, my aunt picks one of these up and goes, "These are nice." And I was like, thank God, saved by the favor. And
like a line from a sitcom. It's like, break the awkwardness.
And I just didn't know what to say. And because everything else out of his mouth was like, oh, I hate who he surrounded himself with. Women are going to lose their rights. And I was like, why is a 70-year-old man passionate about abortion like this? Something's really off here. And I'm like, he's going to lower the cost of energy, the cost of food. Like, you're going to have cheaper gas to put in your motorcycle. Like, things are going to be okay, bud. And it feels weird telling your 70-year-old uncle this.
Yeah, but they're so, as you know, like my husband and I were just in Europe. We were in Germany and Switzerland for a couple of weeks with his band. And I've met a lot of bass people in Europe. I always start off with that because I want people to feel good. Like, there's people there too, and a lot of them from the progressive side who kind of woken up during the COVID years and looking at what's happened to the farmers there and how the government and the corporations are trying to seize their land and everything. So I've met a lot of bass people there, but the majority of people seem to be like a lot like some of the people here in the echo chamber. And some of them, man, there was one guy in Switzerland who just really was very emotional and shaking and was begging my husband not to vote for Trump. He was like, my family will suffer if Trump gets elected. My family in Switzerland, how? Because over there, it's climate change. That's the number one thing that they're hitting Trump with. It's not the same stuff that we get here.
Because they've all been fooled by this Green New Deal scam stuff. Wow.
Yeah, but it was really interesting being there right before the election. Like, we came back the day before, and I don't wear I finally got the MAGA hat. I never thought I would have a MAGA hat, but after they tried to kill him, I was like, I'm getting a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
But I wore it.
Well, that's how he got Elon too.
Yeah, it was just sort of like, I can't believe it's more about what he symbolizes now than about him even. But I have to say, I got a couple of great responses. I didn't wear it all the time, but I wore it if we're like working out or something. Like we were hiking and I wore it, and some random dude in Germany on a mountain is like, I like your hat. And I'm like, yay. I got a lot of dirty looks from people, but I got a couple of positive things like that. And I was like, that's cool. That's interesting.
It is really cool. The comments on the Joe Rogan episode with Trump really made me realize like how much the rest of the world gives a shit about our elections, and especially this particular election. Like all the comments, it's like we're just about every country was like really pulling you. We're from Portugal, from England, from fucking Germany, wherever. And I just was like, it's very sweet. And then I was reading them all these comments, and I was like, oh my God, I don't give a shit about any of these countries' leaders. Like I never care. I'm not up late losing sleep over Angela Merkel. I'm like, I don't know or care who's running these countries. I was like, that's really sweet, guys.
One of the funniest things I saw was I think she's a Democratic comedian. I don't know, but she was saying that she's like, we're so powerful as a country. My God, who would guess that the whole world would know what Maricopa County is?
Yes. Yeah.
And I was like, dang, that's such a good point. We shouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
They know but it's everything in Arizona, they know, right? Yeah.
Good job.
Woo. Everything they know though is that it is filtered through that kind of that climate change lens, and then of course they do get a lot of the narratives that we get. They're just not as high in priority as the climate change one in terms of the things they bashed him for. And they really are afraid. They think they're like, he's going to pull out of the Paris Accord and the world's going to end and we're going to get in more wars. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like we didn't get a new wars under him. We got new wars under Biden, but somehow they've been convinced of this.
Look, we don't need the Paris accordion. I don't know what it is. I'm sure there are other instruments that we can play.
The Paris piano.
Yeah. Big deal. Our grandparents didn't have a Paris Accord. They're fine, right? I don't know what that is. But it does seem like a lot of world leaders are sort of straightening up and being like, reaching out to Trump already. And things are, I don't know, it seems like a lot of ducks are getting in a row very quickly. And he's not even in office yet.
I agree.
And I just hope and I'm sure a lot of people are praying for him, but we all have to continue to just like pray he stays safe. And I'm sure he knows, and he's got great people around him. And I'm sure he saw all of this coming, like what they might be plotting between now and January.
Like knowing that what a target you are. I cannot even imagine. Most people would just drop out of the race. And him staying in, even though they were trying to kill him, that's when he was like, yeah, I'm getting this silly red hat. Why am I afraid to wear this hat?
Right.
And he's like,
not how crazy that is. You shouldn't be afraid to do anything like that. That is the exact reason why you should wear it.
Exactly.
There's something, and I wore the night of the election. I wore my Trump hat to like the show I went to go do, and I wore it in the grocery store to pick up I wanted to get like fruit and cookies because I was doing Frank Valbiro's show. Shout out to Frank Valbiro, and quite frankly, it feels kind of like wearing a Halloween costume. Like you're at that kind of, you're like you're wearing something that is going to get you attention, and you're just like, I'm doing it. 'Tis the spirit, and you're just hoping like you don't get any like weird looks. And even someone who is in the public eye and on stage and is used to getting attention, it's like they're like, oh, I got the Trump hat on. Let's see what happens, because you're just so used to, is my car gonna get keyed? I'm in Westchester County, which is like kind of blue, I think, but New York went blue. But he definitely, what is he? He lost by, I think in New Jersey, he only lost by 5 points. And in New York, he definitely gained significant ground.
Yeah, did that in almost every state. I was looking at this map of margins and how much he increased, even in states like California and New York, where he increased his margin. And at pretty much the shift of the whole country went more red this time than in 2020, except for Utah, which I don't really understand what's happening there. But that map is crazy. Here, I'll send it to you just in case.
Oh, okay. I'm behind on a couple of these. Hold on. Green Manalishi, thank you for the super sticker. Let me blow through some of these. Nicholas Kerr. Carmen, how's your sourdough bread doing?
I'm going to make coffee sourdough bread this week.
Ew. Coffee sourdough bread?
Yeah. Instead of using water, I'm going to try it. I've been making ginger ale from scratch, and I want to do ginger beer next. I think that kind of stuff is
That's cool.
My husband got really into, after we read all about seed oils and how flour is made and all of this, he's started doing, he's been baking now for a few months and he has his own, he mills our own flour for us to bake.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yes. Yeah. And then he got really into sourdough, and now it's like, that's a whole process.
So good.
It is so good though. I'm very lucky. I think all I've done so far is cornbread. But he's always like doing muffins and sourdough.
That's so cool. I brought my son some rosemary and pepper sourdough today.
Whoa.
I know. It's delicious.
Everybody needs one baker in the family.
I need to get into my bread zone. I bake pies and stuff. I like boobies.
I like to make a pie. That's awesome.
Anyone else notice Dem leadership isn't acting like that Austrian landscape painter guy just took control of the entire federal government? I don't know. Maybe they're quietly scheming. Who knows what they're up to?
Yeah, I had this lady get so mad at me because I made some comment, and she said, "You will not even see what will hit you. I have seen it. I'm a prophetess, blah, blah, blah." And then she said, all of these things are going to happen. I was like, "Can you give me details?" And she goes, "Oh, absolutely can't do that." And it just was so funny to me. Like, I'm a prophet, but I can't tell you what's coming. But something's coming, and it's going to be horrible for you guys.
In order to see what's coming, please pay $9.99. Mark of Reality. Chrissie Mayr is making simping great again. Oh, stop it. Thank you, Mark. Taking back the rainbow. Chrissie, remember John 14:6 is very important. You're gonna say that and then not tell me what it is?
I'll pull it up for you. I'll pull it up. I got you.
Okay, I hope it has something to do with eating old Halloween candy, because that's what I've been doing.
14:6. Do you want me to read it?
Yes.
All right, let's see which verse 6. Jesus said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me."
Ooh. I like that. Thank you.
Honestly, truth is my best friend. Not kidding.
What's it called? Bible Truth?
Pardon?
Oh, I thought you were looking it up on a
No, I was
app or
just saying
something.
it's like literally my best friend. I really believe that it's something you earn, and the more honest and truthful you are, the more you see truth.
Ooh. I like that a lot. Rodney says TDS is a result of years of uniparty propaganda.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was reading something also about a study that said the more often you are hit with like multiple impressions of propaganda, the more obviously it's going to be embedded completely in your worldview and your subconscious, where it's very hard to root out. And that makes sense. I mean, even in marketing, it's all impression based, where like if they're trying to sell you a CD, they want you to hear about that CD like 20 times or something, because they know sometimes it takes 10 to 20 times before you might buy it, even if you're a fan. And it's that way with propaganda too. I mean, think about how often they repeated January 6th insurrection. We all know that date like the back of our hand. January 6th insurrection, January 6th insurrection, all the time. But none of us know the dates when they almost assassinated Trump. I mean, there's so many other dates we don't know that because they never gave us multiple impressions of it. Like the corporate media wasn't just like, blasting it into our skulls like they were with January 6th. Like they do that.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter what actually happened. They're going to tell you what happened, and that's what you're going to remember.
Yeah, it's repetition.
Well, there's only two ways to get something into the brain, and you either have to really work hard at it, or which would be repetition or hypnosis. Those are the two ways to like actively change the brain as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's why I wear the glasses. The blue light is very hypnotic.
Oh, I should get some. Rhinoceros. Hey, Chrissy and ladies, did you all see Trump's plan for online speech? No.
I have not.
Do tell.
I don't know it. You're leaving me hanging on by a thread.
Rhinoceros.
I did see him say, I saw some people criticizing that he said, as part of his overall plan for schools, and he was talking about taking gender ideology out of schools and getting back to the basics and, you know, reading, writing, arithmetic kind of thing. But some people were criticizing that he said he's going to bring prayer back to schools.
Oh,
I don't know. That was open-ended and vague. I don't know what he means by that. I do agree with my atheist friends who say, you know, they don't want, and why would you want a government teacher leading your kids in prayer? I agree with that, but that's not what he said. What he said was very open-ended. So I don't know what prayer in schools. Maybe he just means create an environment where people can pray and not be reprimanded for it or something. I don't know.
Wow. Okay, I'll get back to that. Oh, Mark of Reality with the pink boy. Oh my God, pink boy.
Music.
Ooh, since the meltdowns next have all these women shaving their heads, vowing to stop having sex. It makes them easier to spot in a crowd. Since they're easier to avoid, doesn't that mean Trump is making dating great again? This is the same thing that happened in 2016. There was a sex strike, and that didn't last that long.
They can't do it.
They're not. They're not honest about it. But I think it's funny, right? That somehow Trump getting elected caused a bunch of leftist women to say that they're going to stop sleeping around, which means they're going to reduce abortions, and and be more chaste.
All the things that he wanted.
Yes. It's like, wait, what's happening?
Wait,
okay. Unintended positive consequences.
Yeah, that video I sent you guys in the chat on Twitter, that kid was so funny.
I can't bring it up because I haven't locked out of my account because I logged in too many times.
How long do they lock you out for?
I don't know. Until I learn my lesson. Hold on.
Oh, are you talking about this woe to you video? No.
No, the one before that one.
Okay.
I loved that one though.
Oh, the kid with the phone?
Yes. Oh, I think it was. He has a hat on.
I'll drop it in the private thingy.
Or you can share your screen. That's another thing.
Oh.
Look at Keri go.
Keri's the best. Oh, Rakita again. I didn't make anything public. Peace to you. Your haughty nature is yours to hold. That message was for whomever needed to read it. Your exposition was for you.
Yeah, that's spinning more of your dishonesty. Go ahead. I mean, we've seen it all now. I'm sad to say that I saw it. So whatever you need to do, man, I just pray that you find your way back to God.
Okay.
All right, just the fact that he's here and sending
it's weird.
so many messages, literally
weird. Obviously, something I said stuck with you and resonates with you deep down, and I hope that's a good thing.
David Sumner, filmmaker. Will the wealthy Democrat Party financiers marginalize the hyper woke, or are the woke too fully entrenched that they can't for many years? Marginalize the hyper woke. I feel like they already are. I think you're as marginalized as you want to be.
They're not. I don't think they're going to marginalize them. No, in terms of like, did they learn their lesson and they're going to move away from woke? I don't think so. I thought there's a few voices. I've seen a few people on like talking heads where they're saying, hey, we should have some introspection and figure out what we did and how can we, appeal to people on the left again. But that very few and far between. For the most part, they seem to be doubling down like they did in 2016 and saying, oh, this is just racism and sexism.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Angela was waiting in the back and now she's gone. All right. Come back, Angela. Cool. Caboose or Cabos. Thank you for the super chat. Prosperity gospel is not about money. Satan wants Christians in poverty. God wants everyone to hear of
Totally
salvation
agree.
that requires money. Plus, God wants to show who He is, a God of abundance and good.
I
Aw.
agree, but it's when it becomes the thing they worship, and you find in the bathroom in Joel Osteen's church. I think it was something like 600,000, or it was some insane amount of money. I forgot what it was. Maybe
In the bathroom.
So yeah, somebody came to fix something at the church, and they couldn't fix the bathroom, and they were pounding through, and this huge envelope of just cash comes out.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up really quick to find out how much it was. I think it was like 60,000, 100,000. It was a lot of money.
That's just randomly in the bathroom of the church wall.
Yeah, the plumber found it. And hello, Angela.
Hi, Angela. Angela, how are you doing? Are you surviving? Are you nursing your wounds after the loss of the great Kamala?
What can you do? You know? Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. So far, I'm okay. We'll see. It's been a bit of a tough week, but time will tell, and what can you do? So
yeah,
fingers crossed and keeping hope alive. And I hope I hope it'll be a great 4 years. I hope so.
Yeah. And then until then, just focus on being bold and keeping the boldness going and practice your strut. And be cute.
Yes, my goal right now is build back Boulder. So that's
Aw.
That's the new campaign. The new mission is build back Boulder. So got to be bolder than ever.
Angela, is your family all of the same political persuasion?
Absolutely not. Whose
No.
is really?
I thought mine was. It's not. I learned
Mine's
that.
mostly is, but
tell me more. Tell me more.
Oh my God, Angela. Well, my baby was baptized yesterday, and my uncle and my aunt and uncle who live in upstate New York, I just assumed everybody in my family voted for Trump. And like I was going around saying hi to everybody, and I was like gloating, maybe doing a little bit of gloating, and he just got real quiet. He was like, actually, I'm in the other camp, and I think he's a really horrible person. And then it was such a long awkward pause. And then my aunt goes, she picks up one of the favors, and she's like, "These are nice." And it was great. But then they left early, so I'm like, "Oh, we have a long drive," and I'm like, "Are you sure it's the long drive, or is it something I said?" I'm like, "Is it the Trump thing?"
It's your banners all around the house.
I'll never know. Yeah, it's all the MAGA. Are you upset that the baby wore a MAGA hat?
MAGA booties.
Like, look, he wanted to wear that. Okay, I couldn't stop him.
The baby chose it.
It was awkward. It was a really but then after they left, we all talked about them, and then we had a nice laugh. What about your?
It gets
I looked it up. It's 600,000 that went missing from the church's safe, but they wouldn't disclose how much was in the envelope.
Oh wow,
600,000! Like that's insane.
If I was the plumber and I found that, I would be like, "Oh, wow, I just finished the job. Bye," and I would just go to Mexico or Hawaii and not mention the envelope.
Yeah, I don't think they would have known. I don't know.
Yeah, they found $600,000, Angela, in
Joel Osteen's church.
Joel Osteen's church in a bathroom wall.
Angela, this is probably uncouth and inappropriate. We've never met. My name's Keri. Hello.
Hi, Keri.
I've seen you on Twitter, and I have many friends who don't know because I haven't looked very deeply into it. Are you a comedian who pretends to be a leftist, or are you really a leftist? And I bet you can't tell me if you are a comedian because that would ruin it.
No, I mean, that's a very common question that
Okay.
I get. So, No, I am the bold lib. That is my
Really?
brand. I am the bold lib. I'm the bold lib. That's my thing.
She's living
So
it up.
I'm
Really?
living it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
used
but
to
I
be the
will
bold lib.
I will say though, like I am trying to bridge a gap, and I am a little bit trying to use like humor and comedy to unite everyone. So, so I think there are extremes on both sides. So, like I recognize that there are extremes, and like so my whole thing has been, sort of trying to bridge that gap and like create conversations between all of us. And
Well, you're clearly hanging out with all these deplorables.
Yeah.
Deplorable.
We forgot our trash bags.
No, oh my goodness. No, I'm so happy to connect with you guys, Carmen, Keri.
Thank you.
Chrissy's been amazing to me. I can't think, she's been super, super welcoming to me. So no, I mean, I think it's important. There are a lot of liberals who aren't doing podcasts and things, and I think it's a missed opportunity. I don't know. I get it, but like I'm trying to do a thing where I'm, embracing talking with everyone, no matter like what our perspectives and backgrounds, and that's sort of
we all used to do. I'm like, old school, and we used to hang out with everybody, no matter what they thought.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think as liberals, like you're doing any good by just attacking and being negative and like there's so much of that. And so my main platform is X, Twitter, and it's all just like,
being cheeky.
It's just all like, you suck, you're terrible. Like, I don't think it's anything. So I'm trying to be more creative and fun with it all. And like, I think people are sort of appreciating that. And so I'm also getting a lot of negativity and hate, and people are, but
I'm sorry.
Thank you. But, there's also a lot of people on the right and whatever that are like loving it and think it's cool. So, I mean,
they don't get you.
Can I ask you a question too?
Yeah.
So do you feel like your rights are gone?
I mean, not yet.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
No, yeah, like I'm concerned about it, and I think my friends are as well. A lot of people I know are concerned, but I'm gonna keep hope alive, and I don't know, and like we don't know until. So I think there's a concern there, but yeah, like there's concern, but I'm gonna hope for the best, and we'll see what happens. So,
Angela, do you think the people that are saying that they're going to move to another country are going to follow through on this promise? Because a lot of people in 2016 were going to say they're going to move. They didn't move.
They never have.
Yeah. Yeah, there might be a few, but probably not many. Mostly no.
Yeah.
I think mostly no. I think people will, I think most people will probably stay put and see what happens. I mean, right, I'm hoping for the best. And
I was reading an article where like a bunch of actors were like, we're moving to the UK, and then we found out like, no, they're doing a lot of movie filming over there because it's cheaper to shoot in the UK than it is here in the US.
I don't think most people care what celebrities have to say about anything. Like,
amen.
Yeah, I'm actually SAG-AFTRA. Like, I am a TV and film person, and like, I don't think anyone really wants to hear what celebrities have to say for the most part, because their life is not our life. Like, I just don't think so it's like, I think that this election really proved that there are a lot of issues and people are unhappy. And I just think that our issues as like, our grocery bills and are just not the same that they're dealing with. So it's like, people don't really want to hear what an actor with like millions of dollars has to say when like they can't afford groceries for their family. Right. So,
yeah, it's like it didn't always used to be this way. Like celebrities were kind of like aspirational and they were more mysterious because you didn't know so much about them. But now it's like we've seen too much, we know too much. You are not Jenny from the block, turns out.
Yeah, when was the last time she was Jenny from the block? Really?
She divorced Batman twice. What are we doing here? She can't hold down a man. she's just she's too successful. See, that's J-Lo is the boldest lib because she's so bold. That she just she'll have a breakup and then immediately scantily clad photos will be released. But I don't know. I wonder if the celebrities are anxious. They must be because they must be able to like whiff. They must get a whiff of their own impending irrelevance.
I don't know. People give celebrities just that people care too much. Like people care so much about famous people. Like we get right. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much of the celebrity.
They care too much about them, but thankfully, from my perspective, apparently they don't care enough to vote the way they're voting, and I'm glad for that. And I've always said, like, I don't agree with the conservatives who say, like, oh, well, celebrities shouldn't voice their opinions. I don't think that's true either. Of course they should, and their platform happens to be larger because they're famous, they're celebrities, but they shouldn't be given more. Their opinion shouldn't be given more weight. Like I'm sort of, I joke about this, but it's true. Like I value my electrician's opinion more than I do J-Lo's. Like I know my electrician. I trust him. He's a good dude. He's a wise person, you know.
Yeah.
I never knew J-Lo was arrested and that they had this whole gun thing. Like, I was like, what? She doesn't drink alcohol. Why was she
right?
What's going on?
I still can't get over. I don't trust someone who doesn't drink any alcohol. And
hey, 5 years sober, lady.
Oh, whoops! Except for Keri.
No, Keri.
Except for Keri. Sorry.
I have massively I'm drinking tonight, but I have really cut back, like special occasions and SimpCast.
Wow. Okay. Good for you.
Good. I mean, if I could do it, no shade on anyone else. If I could drink normally, I would.
Yeah.
Keri, do you get to a point where you just like you don't think about it anymore and it's not a thing?
Actually, yes, and I never thought that would happen. I mean, I will very, very rarely, maybe once, twice a year, have a moment of reminiscing about it or craving, but it's more like a nostalgia for it. It's not really like a compulsion.
Because
thank God, knock on wood,
you can get things that taste like it, that kind of like hit that, scratch that same. Like sober White Claws are great. Like I drank those the whole time I was pregnant.
I've never even had an alcoholic White Claw, so that I think I quit drinking right before that became really popular.
Oh,
I love that.
It's good. Fraternity CK Anglican priest here. Keri, you handled that biblically. Good job.
Thank you very much. That was awkward for
Oh,
everyone.
we love awkward moments
this is
here.
before you got here, Angela. So a bit of awkwardness. That's past.
We love awkwardness. Ooh, it's another pink boy from Rhinoceros.
This is like Angela's like, I gotta stand up and walk.
Been listening to Quite Frankly for years. I think you two should do a duo stream. Guess what, Rhinoceros? We are. I'm going to be back on the show on the 21st with my good friend Gino Visconti. So tune in then. Thank you. A couple more to blow through. Fifi Gigantor. I was scared to wear my Trump hat at first too. I'm in California, but I got overwhelmingly positive feedback and lots of compliments. Only one time a fat girl reacted bad. Probably because she couldn't squeeze her head into one of those hats.
You will get overwhelmingly. I think because we see all the videos of people reacting negatively, we have a skewed perception. But I thought I was going to get a lot of hateful comments, and so far I've just had positive ones.
Yeah,
and
that's
dirty
awesome.
looks, and that's fine. Who cares about the dirty looks, right?
Yeah. Dragon wise, hookers and blow, titties and beer. Let's fucking go. All right, we have some of those things. Night Owl, any ideas yet for your 100K special? Oh my God, I haven't even thought about it. I didn't know what happened.
What is it? Hold on, I'm gonna look.
I'm trying to hit 100,000.
You're like 99.4.
Ooh.
So close. Oh my gosh.
So close, but so far. I don't know. Tell me your ideas, people. What should I do for my 100K? Shannon Anderson, thank you. We need more ladies as members. Thank you, Shannon. Great hat. Very cool. Andrew P. Where is Ashton Woody? I don't know. Probably cosplaying somewhere. Push-ups. was waiting for Angela. Question: What does the Dem Party stand for anymore, other than calling people racist? Shouldn't they stand for something?
Well, that's that's an opinion. I think there's obviously a lot of issues that they stand for, but
yeah,
I don't know.
They love.
I'm not going to try to argue and convince you. I'm not running for any office, but
yeah.
That's not what I'm
Right.
here for. So, we all have our opinions and that's fine. But that's obviously, I hope there's way bigger issues than that that we're fighting for.
I appreciate you, Angela, because I'm also somebody who's like not trying to go into debate mode. And some people love to debate. Some people love to be like, I'm right, you're wrong, suck it. And like they have all their arguments like perfectly lined up, ready to go. Like I don't enjoy nor try to like own people or gotcha people or make people feel stupid. Because I don't know all there is to know.
That's never gonna convert them.
Yeah.
No.
Like you get to a point in life where you realize getting in someone else's business never benefits you. You can offer, like Keri did with Rakita Law or whatever. You can offer, here, I would like to speak to you about this. If you would like to hear what I have to say, I'm here. But after a certain point, there's not much more you can do. And it's not going to change their mind. Once somebody's in that space where they don't want to engage with you, there's no way you're going to do anything.
Yeah, you're going to be like, you're wrong. You're stupid. Anyway, like you're not putting yourself in a good position to be welcoming of someone else when you're putting someone else down.
But I also think Angela is amazing because she came here, but I do know that a lot of it comes from Chrissy being so amazing at hosting.
Hello.
Hi,
Somebody
Kiki.
said White Claw and I appeared.
White Claw, White Claw, White Claw.
White Claw, White Claw, White Claw. Here I am.
Man, Keanu, you look great. You look like a chic art collector tonight.
Why, thank you. I that's what I'm manifesting. No, I was at a Broadway play with
Right. You saw Joanna Noszczynski. I didn't know that she was still working. I know that sounds bad. Like she's just sitting around being unbusy.
Is.
But
We
I
just
didn't.
had her on our show, Keanu Cast, her and Bill Schultz, the incomparable Joanna Noszczynski and Bill Schultz, and she is the understudy of the play on Broadway called
Rochelle. Oh,
and
what?
It's called Walden. And then
Walden.
but if you don't know Emmy Rossum, so there's only 3 people in it. Yeah. So Shameless's Emmy Rossum was in it with her and they played twins, and there wasn't a dry eye or seat in the house. I almost cried myself to sleep and almost slipped out of my chair. It was so beautiful. Like it was wild.
Really? Wow. So she's a good actress. That's neat.
Holy moly. And I know her as a broadcaster, but I had never gotten a chance to see her act before, but she's not fucking around. She's incredible. So wow. Bravo.
That's cool.
Well, you look gorgeous.
What's that?
You just look beautiful.
You look like Audrey Hepburn.
Carmen.
Yeah.
Hi, Keri. Hi, Angela.
Hi, you're very classy. And also, I haven't been able to say this to you on stream. Congratulations on your marriage.
I know. Isn't that weird? Oh my gosh. Yes, I
Beautiful
left him at the
bride.
bar with Bill Schultz. I'm a terrible wife, but I had to come here and look at you fine ladies. So no, it was the funnest wedding ever. Yes. But now, yeah, I'm married. Never thought I would do that. So, but thank you.
Next thing
married.
you having
You're a-
babies, you didn't think you'd do that either.
You're a wife now, Keanu. Did you ever thought you'd be a wife?
No, I never thought I'd be a wife, but I was like, okay, I could be a wife, but no children for me.
I think
But
you were.
Angela, like you, I agree. Yeah.
One of your greatest gifts is your loyalty. It's off the chain. Are you a Scorpio?
I
Yes,
am.
he is.
Oh my goodness.
But it's so funny because you are the best friend to Chrissy. Like, I have just witnessed you over and over again. Back her up. Be there for her. Like,
Always.
her.
Yes.
Tell her that she's the skinniest person in the world. And she's
I'm not.
You know?
Yes. And also, Chrissy's always there for me, but we are both Scorpios. We're ride or die. Yeah. You know, so.
And you're also now the Beans godmother.
I know. I wept. I wept.
You were there. Oh.
I know.
I know.
I'm a
That's
godmother. I put the
what
key
makes
and you got me
girls
right on my keys.
Oh, and I just told them all the story of like these are nice. My uncle and the
Oh, well, anyway, these are nice. Thank God for the aunt to say that. Yeah. Wow.
Ladies, I have to leave. I'm sorry to leave when you just got here, Keanu. But I promised my husband I would do an hour, and he made pasta. So
oh my God, that's
Love
so
you,
sweet.
Keri.
Let me see if there's any Keri related things here. From Spectral Citizen.
Yes.
Hi, Keri. It's almost sweet potato pie season.
It's already sweet potato pie season. It's November. It's the best pie. You got to try it.
It's a good time.
Keanu, you from South Carolina?
Yes, ma'am. That's
sweet
right.
Potato pie.
This is
Sweet potato pie.
From
Keri, it was
Caboose.
so good to see you.
Without a daily relationship with God, all denominations gospels devolve into a corrupt religiousness that push people away from God. Thank you, Caboose.
I think so.
Caboose.
Yeah.
I love you, Keri. I'm sorry. I just crashed your
Yeah.
party.
No, you did not at all. I was like, oh no, she just got here.
Tell your husband thanks for sharing you.
I will. That's a nice thing. I will tell him. And also, he just got home from he's been gone for a few days doing shows, and he's never seen Game of Thrones, and he swore he would never see it. And I finally got him into it. So
Just like me.
You've never seen it?
No, and I never will because it's too much
I
of a
was like,
commitment.
fuck this nonsense.
Frank, if you want Chrissy to watch Game of Thrones, just do what I did. It was my birthday, and I said, just watch one with me. And then he was hooked. Okay, bye, ladies. Nice to meet you.
Love you, Keri.
Nice to connect with you. Nice to meet you, Keri. Enjoy your pasta.
I love Keri. All right,
Oh,
couple more.
Keri.
I love her.
Jeremy Parkhurst. I don't anyone dislikes liberals. Tulsi RFK Jr. Musk are liberals. Trump himself is an 80s liberal. People just hate leftists. Yeah. Taylor Swift is overrated and support losers. I wiped my tears with $100 bills, you peasants. Oh, what's up, Taylor?
Oh, fun coupons. All right.
Chris from Michigan.
Jordan Belfort. Okay.
Thanks for the yellow boy. Hello, ladies. I'm a little behind in the stream. I'm enjoying the faith Bible talk. Chrissy, I'm so glad you got saved. I actually prayed a while ago that all the FNT gang would come to the Lord.
Oh, that's cute.
I don't know. Would I say that I got saved? I don't know. I mean, I guess I had God on the back burner. I've always I definitely didn't used to pray so much.
Even though I'm not particularly religious, right? I say, when I'm anxious, I say our fathers over and over again, right? It's just a mantra, just like some Hail Marys. I don't know, it's just a thing.
Yeah.
I love that.
It helps.
Yeah.
Clark Kent. Hey, Chrissy, Kiki, Carmen, Keri, and my favorite lip. Great show as always. Love you, ladies. Oh, thank you.
I mean, she's my favorite now too.
Oh,
I know, I love it.
I don't know that.
I appreciate that.
What,
so much.
Angela? What is the most creative, I guess, insult or hate you've gotten recently? Do you look at do you look at your comments sometimes?
I wish, I do. I do and I don't, right? I do and I don't. There's so much. So ever since whatever, the viral videos, it's gotten a little bit insane. Instagram used to be my safe place and it isn't anymore. So I have no safe place anymore. There's everything on social media is mostly negative now. But
I like every one of your tweets. I love what you're doing. And I just love the right hates this. Even it's just a troll.
It's funny.
I think it's hilarious. Yeah.
And it's way better than Pearl's trolls. I don't like Pearl's trolls.
Oh,
I muted her a long time ago and I just completely I forgot that she existed.
You know what? She actually looks better than she's ever looked. Since
Really?
Because she ran 24 miles somehow in a marathon.
She is
terrifying. Ugh.
And her personality is still like really mean.
Yeah. She ran 24 miles. What was she like, chasing a black guy the whole time that kept her going?
Or maybe a pancake or like a hamburger or something like that. Or maybe just happiness and attractiveness. She might have been chasing that.
Remember that night she was in the chat and she called me the Cracker Barrel waitress.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
I know.
I did think that was funny.
Cracker Barrel's great, by the way. What other place can you eat and then buy a candle after?
I'm embracing that I'm almost 60. Like, people should enjoy the journey, not the
Nobody would even recognize that.
What? You don't look it.
So yeah, you don't look 60.
You look
whatsoever.
amazing. You don't even look 50. My God, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
It's all the praying.
People talk so much shit. Like, that's like, so that's what I put out there too. Like, my whole thing too is embracing, like, I'm like putting out my age. I'm like, I'm 42, I'm single, I'm child free, etc. And all these people come in like 42, more like 60, and like, like whatever. People just like, they're just like,
people call me Dylan Mulvaney every day early. They call me Dylan Mulvaney often. I'm like, well, she's beautiful to me. So thank you. That's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah. The internet. Okay. Try and offend me better next time. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, remember, Chrissy, I was telling you my daughter had that 19 million views on that one thing. Well, then she had all these liberal guys DMing her, and one of them was like, "Are you always this dumb?" And the other one was like, "I hope you die in childbirth."
People love to wish that on you. They think they're very clever.
I mean, when you get to the point of wishing someone's death, I think that's when you cross the line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I think after Gino and I got married, I was watching a show just randomly, just someone's random YouTube show. And it was like, we can all get through this if we wish death upon Gino's new wife. And I went,
no, are you serious?
Yeah. And I went,
what?
And it was a moderator. I went, it doesn't offend me or scare me, but like, but why?
Yeah, you're way.
That's so weird. They must be so jealous of him. Like, it's to fixate that much.
I mean, think about being him and having her.
Yes, look at him.
Pretty amazing. Like, how many guys his age have her?
I'm just teasing. Love the man, but I do. The death threat thing is sort of odd. Yeah.
Yeah. It's too much.
It is It's too much.
Ooh, Roman Nation, thank you for the orange boy. Should we play a little ditty? I think we should. Hi, Chrissy. I'm Ack, founder and host of Roman Nation and Sunset Rants on X. You are one of my new favorite shows to watch. Oh my God, I have a new black fan. Yes. Angela, when are we gonna hang out? Lol. He likes you, Angela. He says, when are you gonna hang out?
I got one fan.
Me too.
MTB Steve, where's Anna? Let's go. Keanu, it's Scorpio season. Anna's busy being pregnant. I sent her the invite. I don't know if she can come or go. Ben's, Chrissy, are you still with Compound Censored? I actually was never with Compound Censored. They fired everybody before the merger. And it just didn't make sense to stay with them when I have good old YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, Rumble, Rockfin. Why limit yourself to a smaller audience, right? Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. When do we come to the portion of the show where all of you ladies put a ring through your septum and shave your head? They do.
Me and Angela have that planned for the latter portion of the show.
Why don't you guys have septum rings?
I've been toying with that for a while, so
I always kind of wanted one too. I got terrified because I got a Monroe on an Easter Sunday when I was in high school, and it got caught in the split in my teeth, so I had to take it out. So but I would do a septum ring, fine.
If I had to, I wanted a nose ring here for the longest time, like all throughout college. My mom was like, "I'm going to stop paying for college if I see a nose ring."
Me and my mom got our noses pierced together and our belly buttons, actually.
At the same time?
Yeah.
You each had a man on your nose and you each had like a person on your belly button.
Well, she went first, and actually her knees were because she had knee surgery. She was taking blood thinners at the time, more like not like hardcore painkillers, but it was like she was bleeding out of her like blowhole like a whale. So I got my nose after that. She had to go get her belly button pierced after she stopped taking the meds for that. So but yeah, no, I put my nose ring in every now and again. I haven't taken out my belly button.
I've been pumping. Carry on.
I still have a belly button ring.
Going out of your blowholes.
My blowholes.
I think it's so funny that you can do that on camera.
I mean, yeah, I'm due for a nip slip probably sometime soon, but
no, don't say that.
Yeah, I'm really chancing fate here. I mean, I could turn the camera off, but I kind of like being sneaky and just doing it. Under the
No
thing.
one ever notices until you
until I announce it.
So cute.
Wait, what? What'd you say, Carmen?
I said it's the only thing I ever get jealous of is somebody that has like a brand new little baby. Like, and it's not like an ugly jealous, but just like, oh gosh, it's like this. Yeah, you just remember how awesome it was, and it's just so cool.
It
They
is the cutest baby of all time.
They
for
definitely
sure.
take all your time and they don't care. They are unapologetically snatching up all your time.
Yeah, but then they get older and they like spoil you. Like my son today stopped by with sushi, and he just is amazing. Like it's so cool.
Oh. When the bean stops by with sushi in 20 years, I'll be like, look at this video I took of you in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, I get it. I am so big.
You know, don't forget the first 7 years of their life, they're 100% downloading. They don't have the ability to reason. They can't do, a lot of things. And I think a lot of parents don't realize that. And I don't think they're as aware of the things they do and say around their child. And if you can just nail the first 7 years, that's you downloading the iPhone.
How do you nail the first 7 years?
I think you just are very careful about the words you speak in front of your child, because words have power, like broadcast, you're casting something broadly, like all words have.
We're broads that are casting.
That's right. The broadcast.
This is the broadcast.
Instead of the SimpCast.
I should just call this show Broadcast.
Broadcast. God, wow. Solving the world's problems.
It's really genius. Oh, this was a funny moment. Okay. I can't bring up Twitter because I'm still locked out, which is fun.
Why are you?
I don't know. I have a new computer and I tried to log in and they're like, you tried too many times. We're gonna lock you out.
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
I know about this one.
So Biden had some difficulty in the sand.
Shocker.
Oh, it's an ad. Great. Oh, a pool. I like that. That's fun.
Isn't that a Parkinson's symptom to not be able to move your feet properly?
I don't know.
I'm going to Google that.
Oh, I miss swimming. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get back.
Was that friggin' Pearl? It looked like it.
Okay, stop the commercial.
For sustainable future.
Okay, sustainable. I'm getting a Vaseline ad. Skating. Oh. The Paralympics. I had the Paralympics and the Special Olympics confused for the longest time. Okay, here's Biden in the sand. I don't know where he was going.
Oh
When
my
I
gosh.
drink too many White Claws on the beach, that's how I look, though. He's a very old man.
And why is it still grabbing him? If I
know,
I would be grabbing his arm and saying, "Here, babe." Like,
yeah, hold his hand like you've done so many times before.
He's gonna trip over that rock.
It's weird to see him in jeans.
President, what are you gonna say to Trump? Why are they both in jeans on a beach? Also,
oh my gosh, he keeps looking like he's gonna fall.
What are you gonna talk with Trump on Wednesday?
He's walking like he has to take a shit.
He's very old.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
I mean,
why wasn't Jill holding his hand?
I totally would have grabbed him, not just hold his. I would have held his elbow up, like I would have been like,
yeah,
here,
like arm in arm kind of a thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes old people are like, don't help me. I was the president.
Yeah, I could.
You
Like,
know,
he could have told her like lay off, but that was his bad.
He would have said, Jill, get the.
I love
Go
how this
away.
is written.
I can do this. Yeah.
Biden nearly face planted as he shuffled nervously over the hazardous terrain and appeared to nearly lose his footing completely, while his wife remained sure-footed.
Well, why are we recording this elderly man walking through sand? Like, we all know he's old. All right, it's sand.
I think she wanted him to fall in the sand.
Really. It's like the bog thing. He should have just like done a 360 spin and like put his face in that.
Dive into a bog.
It would be so shocking. It would be so cool if he did a backflip into the sand.
Everyone knows he is old and needs help.
Okay.
So they're probably like, the jig is up. Probably Jill is like, oh good, I can stop pretending. Like, I can stop trying. Like, I've been trying and pretending for 4 years, and now we've lost, and so I'm done doing that now. If you fall, you fall.
It is wild that she wore a red suit to vote.
I was gonna say she has a stylist. So
Yeah.
I didn't like, because Eugene was like, I've hated Jill Biden for forever, but I think this is something that saying that, we're done. And I went, well, she has a stylist probably, but like probably a good move from her stylist.
But the stylist probably knows
for
the
sure.
meaning of wearing red. So
I mean, right.
that's interesting.
Yeah, more missteps than
Like,
Biden on the sand here.
Like
But
they're in a ghetto.
yeah,
It's an interesting choice. I definitely would not have chosen red for that day, but
I mean,
Because
me
you're a
neither.
bold
Right. If I were
live.
choosing my outfit, I would have never chosen an entirely red pantsuit. I wouldn't have.
on
But,
another day, absolutely.
absolutely very chic, but that day probably not. I don't know.
Mhm.
Let's see. And Biden said on Wednesday he has spoken to Trump to congratulate him and expressed his commitment to ensuring a smooth transition. When asked over the weekend if Trump was a threat to democracy, Biden told reporters, I'm going to see him on Wednesday. Oh, this is his speech. Let me guess, an ad. God damn it.
Firm. We're very selective with who we bring in.
Skip ad.
Good morning.
Good morning to
Good
you.
morning. Thank you. Please. Thank you.
Is this AI?
Good to see the cabinet and the staff together.
He's making sense.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's good to see you all. Particularly good to see my granddaughter sitting in the front row here. Hi, Finn. How are you, honey? For over 200 years, America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world. And that's not hyperbole. That's a fact.
He doesn't
We're
sound
the people.
angry.
The people vote and choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully. And we're in a democracy. The will of the people always prevails. Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory. And I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve. Yesterday, I also spoke with Vice President Harris,
who I
She's been
hate.
a partner and a public servant. She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much: her character.
Okay, that's
She's
what we're
a
calling it.
backbone like a ramrod. She has great character.
She's a wait, he called her a ramrod. Let's rewind
Early
that.
on to respect
Ramrod.
so much. Her
That's a
character.
bad word.
She has a backbone like a ramrod. She has great character.
She has a backbone like a ramrod.
What the hell is that?
What is a ramrod?
That's what they used to use to like fill
Like
the guns or the ammunition or whatever. A ramrod.
Well, they certainly ramrodded her into the, the president.
Yeah. She ramrodded her way into
Well, no,
office.
they did. The Democrats didn't even want to win then. I don't even think she wanted to win. And I would have gone in. Well, I didn't vote for, as you all know, didn't vote for either of them. But she was ramrodded in and she knew it. Yeah.
True character. She gave her whole heart and effort.
She
and her
did.
entire team should be proud of the campaign they ran. You know,
the
the
this
struggle for the
reminds
soul
me
of America since our very founding
of Corn Pop.
has always been an ongoing debate and still vital today. I know for some people, it's a time for victory, to state the obvious. For others,
What else? Has anything
Out
interesting happened? Let's skip over it.
their integrity of the election.
Integrity.
When he falls in the sand.
Dear God, bless
Yeah,
Where
him.
does he
right.
fall in the sand?
No,
You've
let's
done
spend, 20 more minutes watching him
Years that
walk
are
through the
real
sand
difficult.
as an
Years
elderly
later,
man. That sounds
sometimes
fun.
the strongest. Together, we've changed America.
I can't believe he's been president for 4 years. Like, I can't
Look,
believe he
folks,
made it
y'all
this
know
long.
He's still president,
We'll get knocked down.
which is
America,
interesting.
a story for all of us. We're going to be okay. We need to keep the faith. Bless you all.
That was a really good speech for him.
Wow. For
He
him.
did-
Yeah. He did great for him.
He did. He did a great job, actually. Yeah, well,
Yeah, he wasn't
even
angry.
after they made him walk through the sand for 8 miles, like I would look the same walking through the sand after a few White Claws. But like, that was nice. I don't know.
It's been interesting to see how much money they spent. I mean, God, that both campaigns spent a ton of money, but I think Kamala spent like $1 million on Oprah alone, which just blows my mind.
Angela, do you think Kamala wanted it either? Or where she was like, I have to do this to just.
They're making me do this.
I mean, I don't really know, but it was obviously very sudden, right? It was a very like short period of time to prepare and campaign. So I feel like I'm just speculating because I obviously don't know her. I have really nothing to go on, but I mean, she seemed to embrace it, like maybe a bit. I would, if it were me, like a bit honored, like, oh my gosh, okay, like shocking. And like, it's like I feel like she tried. Like, I feel like,
I think she did the best she could. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, when Hillary lost, I did not cry. I went like, I'm whatever. When Kamala, I watched her, concession speech.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called? Concession?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to call it loser speech.
When I watched the loser speech, I kind of wept. Like, I did. And maybe I'm just like always there for the underdog because I'm not particularly.
She
Oh,
was
you-
the underdog. She
Yeah.
had the support of the entire Democratic Party. She had billions of dollars. She had the entire mainstream media on her side. She had the entire current.
Well, okay, just because
She had
Beyonce
Beyonce.
and J-Lo,
all of Hollywood behind her.
Yeah, but Hollywood is that's the pulse of the country, though. We don't want not we, like people don't want to. We don't care what George Clooney endorses.
Yeah.
Like you have a tequila line. What does that have to do with me? She probably did spend too much time getting.
It's
but
not
that,
the
that
majority.
you,
It's not the American people. It's not the
Right.
majority. And the numbers spoke for that, right? Like
They-
she did
they-
not have
yeah,
the numbers.
they did.
I think she
Right.
seemed, this guy gets it. She seemed like an underdog because she was unprepared and because she was not a good candidate.
And she was
because
unprepared because she was crowbarred in. Like they didn't have a primary or whatever. And I think she did the best she could. I cried because, I just was not. I didn't like. Whoa, no, she didn't win. Like I had a rational feeling, but just when I was watching it, I was going, "This is fucking." She did her best. I don't know. Like, and I
Yeah.
felt bad for the people that I always feel bad for people that feel bad. Right. So
she's a puppet. She I'm sure she's done plenty of insider trading or whatever. She's got squirreled away a ton of money. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna stay in Washington, like all these dumb fucks.
she'll be fine. I more felt bad for the people that were really thinking that she would win too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it was anybody
Well, they
that was
kept
there
telling
cheering
us she was
for-
gonna
yeah.
win. They're like, "Oh, it's gonna be close, or she's gonna win." A
Yeah.
lot of people whose political opinions I respect said they think Kamala was gonna win. So I was like, "Oh."
I think I said from the get-go, I'm like, no way. After he had a bullet graze his ear, no way this man's not winning. Sorry. It's just good.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
It's fair. I mean, I was prepared.
Yeah.
I was prepared for him.
I
to
would have
win.
been fine either way. But yeah, I get it. I hate anybody that's sad after something is like over and then just people like cheering for her. I'm like, they probably don't even like her.
She's probably
they
not
show up
sad.
for her. Yeah.
I bet she's super relieved because think
She's
about all
dumb.
those appearances where she's like clearly lying or doesn't know what to say and has to hold back her whole personality, and she's got to be like struggling to remember her talking points and things to say, not to say. She's so coached, and how much coaching and pressure she had to have been on her just in the couple of months of her campaign. She's probably seeing coaches like multiple times a day, every day. She's got the freaking Clintons in her ear, the Obamas in her ear. She can't tell anybody Big Mike has a penis. There's a lot of pressure on her. And like, oh, cool. And now it's just over. Milk.
Milk.
Good job.
That's milk. I don't know. I think they're all full of shit. Except for Trump. He's my dad. Rhinoceros. Hi, Chrissy and ladies. Oh, we already did that. Rhinoceros. Carmen, we've seen ladies in Liverpool in their 20s that are way less pretty than you. You look lovely.
Thank you.
Rhinoceros is just the nicest. Oh.
Derek C. White Claw Fund. Oh, thank you, Derek C. You get an orange song. Ooh, thank you, darling. Anti-pattern says, Angela, what's your opinion on voter ID? Ooh, a very bold lid.
Voter ID.
Yes. Are you pro or against?
What did you say, Chrissy?
I said, are you pro or are you against?
I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
I think you should show voter ID. I think you should show ID to be able to vote. Or you should not have to show ID to buy alcohol, rent an apartment. You know what I mean? Like take away ID for all the other things that we need ID for, or make it so you have to show your ID when you vote. It just doesn't seem equal.
Were people voting without? And again, I'm like
Yes!
apolitical without an ID.
All
I
of
didn't
the
like to
states,
speak on it.
all of the states that won for Kamala were states that did not require voter ID.
So you could
Interesting
just go and
coincidence.
vote.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I knew California, but I didn't know the other ones.
You could just go. In fact, I'm in New York. I voted in New York. This is the last couple elections. I go in. I show them my ID. They didn't ask for it, but I show them. And the woman went like this. It was as if I showed her a nude photo of my husband or myself. It's as if I showed her a video of me giving birth. She was like, it's okay. I didn't need to see that. I didn't ask to see that. And I'm like, all right, calm down.
I mean, I voted in New York also. I did not have that experience, but I mean, you know, I just had my like little thing and they scanned it and blah blah blah. So
You went up to them, you said, I'm the bold lib. They're like, yes, we know you. You're famous.
They're like, welcome right this way, Kamala voter.
Right
Yes,
this
please.
way.
yeah, no, I didn't. I mean, obviously my experience has been here in New York for like 11 years now. So I haven't had the experience in other states, but I mean, yeah, I do think that things should be legit, right? But yeah, a lot of things don't make sense in terms of our systems and why we require them, you know, for some things and not for others. And so I think it's fair to ask those questions for sure.
Generally, anything that's like going to affect your life, like alcohol or a president or I don't know, driving, you should probably have to show an ID for. I don't care who you are. Probably, maybe.
Is there an echo coming from somewhere?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's me. Hang on. Could it be?
It's me. Hi.
Do I have an echo?
Hold on, I'll mute you. It's Angela. Yeah, fix your speaker settings.
Okay.
I think. Where's Field?
Or if you have your phone on nearby.
He's usually good at tech support. Okay, women furious about Trump's win start Matka movement. Oh yes, there's this whole movement now of women going on a sex strike.
That is so crazy.
When Angela comes back, I'll ask her. Let's put it up. A lot of jewelry ads. Okay.
And that's the poison one, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They should do it for something more.
Especially in Florida, because me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement. That's my next plan, and I'm dead fucking serious.
Doing my prize American woman by breaking up with my Republican boyfriend last night and officially joining the 4B movement.
You should never let anything in your life, I don't care anything affect you this much.
Amen.
You really shouldn't.
Wow.
Something's wrong if you're self-harming.
Women online have
que 29 vítimas estão
Shut up. Women online have been taken to filming ghoulish murder fantasy videos in which they romanticize, oh my god, putting things in men's drinks. Wow. Many of the videos have viewed millions of times on X or TikTok, feature young women fiendishly grinning as they adulterate a cup of tea or another drink with an unknown substance. Some of the women have dubbed the videos "Make Aqua Tofana Great Again" or Matka. What?
I'm on camera.
I had never heard of it before, but it's supposedly a poison from back in the day. Like,
wow, horrible. Let's see. What does this one say?
Never gonna happen, sweetie. Your body, our choice.
Oh my god.
I got that.
What? Oh my god, this is too much.
What the hell?
What is that gonna do? What is that gonna do? Is that gonna change anything? Is that gonna change who's in power? No. It's just
This is what America is. You have to just like accept whatever happened and don't let it. You know what? Turn off the fucking news. if it's not like serving you. All right, like there's only
Wow.
so much good and only so much damage you can do in 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So no
really,
matter how you
you have like
feel,
100, 200 days, because then the midterms start and like everything goes into chaos again.
right? Like whatever, right? Okay, lady.
Am I right?
She's fat.
Aqua Tavana. If you know, you know.
Barely can wait to hit him with the snare and the bass square in the face. This fucking world better prepare to get laced because they're gonna taste my venom. Barely can wait to hit him with the snare and the bass square in the
This is so stupid. This is so stupid.
No, it's beyond stupid. That is crossing a line. If you're fantasizing about killing someone, that's a line that I would never cross.
That's bizarre.
No one is touching this woman, okay? You don't have to worry about how do I repel men better than I already am.
My body, my choice. Listen, that's clear. No one's touching your body. All right, okay. Like,
wow.
Oh yes, another.
Oh, okay. Drop of the butt. Did you hear about the FEMA worker in Florida? No. Did you? I
Look
don't
at
know
that.
what
Look
you're
at
talking
that. Look at that thing. Whatever it was. What do you call it? An avatar? It was just a.
It's just Lizzo. Anti-pattern. Thanks, Angela, for reaching out to unite our country. We really need this now more than ever. We do. Angela,
I have a question, Chrissy.
Yeah.
So when you first saw Angela, you weren't friends with her. You just saw her like doing her little cute walk like down the street. She looked so adorable because I saw it. Why did that trigger people so much in your opinion? I want to hear, not yours, Angela, because I'm sure you have lots of, but I want to hear what you guys think.
Oh, it's a nice pressure release because I think it doesn't matter if you're on the left or the right. There is a lot of, I guess, rhetoric coming from definitely more so like the conservative right of like once you are, if you're 30 and you don't have a kid, you're a waste of space. If you're 35 and you're not married or have a kid, you're a waste of space. You immediately become a cat lady. Like you can do no good.
Blue-haired cat lady.
You have no purpose if you are not a wife and mother. And like there's a lot of people who aren't those things. Maybe it didn't work out and they wanted to, or maybe they just, you know, or maybe they didn't want to and they're not. I don't know. I think it's, you gotta show some grace for the people who maybe are not those things and really wanted to, instead of like attacking them and being like, well, you failed in life somehow. It's like, hey, maybe they really wanted to get married and have kids and they couldn't find the right person. Maybe they're still looking at, you know, it's not over till it's over. You just don't know. I think it's I don't like the judgment, like the kind of like shitty judgment that comes at women of a certain age who aren't like living life perfectly, you know, like doing all the things in the heck. Pearl even gave me shit for like having a kid too late or whatever. So
buzzer beater, baby.
Yeah.
What did she call it?
No.
There was a name.
She said it was a buzzer beater, baby. Yeah. And I was like, only God determines when everyone's buzzer is, because there's some seemingly perfectly healthy 25-year-old women who can't have kids. So, and then there's also Giselle, who's now pregnant at 44. So,
hello, look at Kourtney Kardashian just had Rocky at 42. Oh my God. Ugh, what a horrible womb.
Yeah.
No. Also,
What do
yeah,
you
people
think,
don't
Keanu?
want
Why do you
that.
think people
sometimes.
hated it so much. Like it literally triggered so many people.
and I think because Angela's so like cheeky and kind of lighthearted about it.
That's what I think it is. I think it's happiness. I think people hate happiness.
Like,
Right.
yeah, she shouldn't be happy because of
How dare you?
how she's living her life.
Look at me, like, all right, I married Eugene, right? People can't stand and can't understand how we're happy that I married an elderly 55-year-old man named Eugene. They just can't understand it. And like oftentimes I go like, they're just coming at us because this is the life they live. Like, how could they possibly be happy? Right.
Right.
And that's because I know he'll die soon. And then I will second line. I'm just kidding. But, yeah.
Oh
No,
my God.
I love the cheekiness of it as well. But
Carmen, I really is my sound okay now, guys?
Yeah, you
Sorry.
sound good.
Yeah.
Okay. Just testing things out, but I really appreciate that question so much. And everything that everyone has said. Yeah, it's I don't know. It is an interesting question, and it's something that I've asked a lot as well, is like, why does like me just being like I'm a woman of a certain age without children, having fun and why does it drive so many people crazy? But I do tend to, and I do get a lot of negativity, and I have people ask like, how do you deal with that? I do think a lot of it is like people's own shit, like people's own stuff that they're projecting onto you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
because they don't know me, like none of these people know me. They know not like none of them have even chatted with me, like DM me, nothing. And it's all like a lot of the same things. Like, you're lonely, you're miserable, you're gonna die alone, your eyes are dead, your eyes tell the story, like I have this
dead.
like loop of things that people always say, and it's always just like, you're miserable, you're alone, you have no one, but it's like they know nothing about me. Like, I don't know, there's obviously like there's people around who are filming, or like I could be at brunch with other people filming these videos. Like, nobody really knows what's going on, but it's always like, your eyes are dead, they tell the story, mental health issues. Meanwhile, I'm literally a mental health counselor. Like, I'm literally a therapist. So like, I don't know. So it does speak, I think, volumes in terms of this like projection and people trying to convince themselves of something, or they're just, I think a lot of people who aren't happy like take it out on other people. Like
people that live on the internet, it's not a me thing, it's a you thing.
Yeah.
This is it. You're projecting on me what you feel about yourself, like, or else like what? All right. Well, because does it affect you in any capacity when somebody says that your eyes are dead and you're unhappy? I get that all the time. Stupid, dead-eyed bitch. I'm like, I would never in my life go on a platform and just even like comment that or wish death on anyone.
Never.
That's a you thing.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's fine.
And you can be happy wherever you are. That's what people forget,
And so, Angela, the first time you did it go viral, or was this something you'd been doing and then just one hit?
I've been building it. I've been on X, like doing different forms of content for years. And certain things have gone viral and certain things haven't. So it's definitely been like a journey, like a process. Like it definitely wasn't like an overnight thing.
Right.
But like, yeah, different things. There were like dances, there were walks, and then there's the newer.
It just makes me want to do it.
As you should. Where do you live, Carmen?
I'm in Dallas.
Okay, well, we're but anyways,
Yeah.
if I'm ever in Texas or you're ever in New York.
I went and saw Chrissie and Keanu when they were here doing.
Oh, it was the best, and she brought us journals.
I love journals. I love
Carmen's
writing.
the coolest chick ever, and I still write every day in here, like what I'm thankful for.
Oh my God.
I know.
All right, can I tell you something that's weird with me, and you tell me what my problem is?
Absolutely, we will.
Tell me what's wrong with me. I love journals. I'm fascinated with notebooks. There's nothing more exciting than, like, to me, a new notebook signifies a fresh start.
Yep.
It's very back to school. It's very September. And I like to buy like journals. I like to buy calendars, like paper calendars.
There's nothing that gets me like more hard than like going into like office supplies.
Buying a new pen, a fancy new pen. But I'm afraid to like really write in them, like journals. I'm really afraid to like write down hopes, dreams, goals, because then it's like, then it's real or something. Or maybe it's a fear of somebody finding it and reading it.
I have an answer for that.
Because my mom, I think, used to read my journal. I don't know. I don't know if that's why.
That was mine. That was my fear.
Tell me my problem.
So what I started doing was writing, but just writing like, so let's say you would normally write a sentence like this. I would write, I am thinking, I would write it in different lines and then come back. It was for me.
Because then you really will look like
nobody would
if someone
ever
finds that.
know what I was actually writing if they read my journals.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes. And there's
No.
something to be said for writing something
make sense.
down. It's
Oh.
like
Other
it's scary. It's a manifestation. It's like even though I'm not religious, I say our fathers when I'm anxious, right?
Spelling.
If I write something down, it's like yeah, that's all it is. And don't be afraid it's not going to come true. You know, you just wrote it down. You wrote it into existence, hopefully.
Well, think about it. It's in the ether, and then you actually brought it down and you made it material. And there is the law of momentum. And once you begin that momentum, it will keep going.
And you know,
First
it all
he just
starts
keeps writing, Trump will win. Trump will win.
starts with
Trump
a
will
plate
win,
of
Trump
cold
will
chicken
win.
nuggets. You know?
Well, there you go.
They're so cold and hard, but I can't stop eating them. And they don't smell good either.
I think chicken smells horrifying, but I do love it. I don't like the smell of it.
Flesh.
I didn't want them when they were warm, but now that I'm
1 second.
I missed my window. Jab of the butt. Oops, I already did that.
Oh, did we ever find out what that is? I have no idea.
FEMA. Oh, the FEMA. They
I
refuse to help Trump supporters. Oh my God, is that true? Let's ask the internet. Let's ask the internet. FEMA. Whoa.
I've not seen anything yet. What'd you find?
Yes, I found it.
It's so crazy when you're cut off from Twitter, like you don't
I know. I have to use my other news source, which is the New York Post.
You know what's crazy? NEWS.
News.
North, east, west, south. And somebody said that, like it's all the directions and they're collecting the news from all over. And I was like, that's not true. And I looked up the etymology of the word and it sure as heck is there.
House oversight calls on FEMA director to testify after official tells workers to avoid homes with Trump signs. Say what? Let's play this little ditty.
About FEMA to get your reaction when you heard this news about FEMA and avoiding what appears to be some 20 homes in Florida.
Wow.
Well, to say that I was surprised would be a lie. I don't necessarily want to demean or demonize every FEMA employee or worker that's out there. I think there are a lot of them that have a good heart that want to help people. The question that it leads me to is to ask the question of what sort of culture has been established in order for, FEMA personnel on the ground or leadership for that matter to provide this sort of instruction to FEMA personnel that want to provide help. And more so, I had an interaction with local FEMA officials as well, and they wanted to help people. And what was the interesting thing is it was stated that, hey, we can't have our fingerprints on this, which I think it leads back to the actual question, which is what sort of culture and what sort of fear is there in place at some of the lower levels of FEMA personnel where they're afraid they're going to lose their job if they don't speak up against actions that are blatantly not aligned with what the organization is supposed to be doing.
Woza.
If you get
Oopsie. Oh. If you get sick with COVID, someone will feel all alone. Oh. A bear? Oh no, it's a dog.
The doggy.
It's a dog.
It's a dog.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? Push
Can I
up.
pet that dog?
Speaking of mental health on the internet, did you guys hear from TMZ that Kiki is moving to South Carolina with Mickey?
It's not TMZ, it's TM Zumach, and he made up a bizarre rumor. if we were to move to South Carolina, that would be one thing. But
yeah.
Why would we move in with Michaeline? Even though she's a fun lady. No.
Even if you did, who cares?
Oh, and we wouldn't, but some people don't have anything to talk about. So
It's so true. Toby O'Hare. Oh my god, a pink boy! For you, Angela.
Oh.
Are there one or two policies you were hoping to see implemented if Kamala had won? Love to all you ladies. They're trying to trick you with this.
Thank you, Toby.
I know. Once again, no. I mean, I love the questions, but I am not running for office, guys. I am not a politician. But
yeah.
No, I mean, I appreciate. Obviously, I've been, put like political, but I am not here to talk about that. But I mean, I think healthcare is a big one. I don't think healthcare is. I would like us to have a better healthcare system, like healthcare for all. I don't think it's cool that people who get cancer have these insane medical bills that they can't pay and things like that. So I guess like to me, like all my stuff is very humanity focused and like being able for people to live like good lives and for there to be like equal rights and opportunities and things like that. So those are sort of all of my agendas. So I think healthcare is a big one where I don't think and also like being in the mental health field, I don't think the system is good. And also being in New York, mental health needs a lot of attention. I don't think the systems that are in place are good for homelessness, for mental health. So those are all areas that I would definitely like to see a focus on and improvements on. I mean, the state, honestly, of New York right now has me wanting to leave the state, which is wow. I've loved my time in New York.
You want to move in with my mom in South Carolina, like TM Zuma reported?
She looking for a roommate?
No, but she would have you. She has plenty of space.
That's nice. I love that.
I love your mom. She's awesome and beautiful.
Adorable.
I wish my mom was still alive. I'd move in with her. My God. It's like spend as much time with your parents as you can, people. Because you don't know when they're going to be randomly shot in their condos.
Yes, that's not good. Yes.
I made it dark. Okay.
We're spending Christmas with my mom and my dad. They're divorced in the Dominican Republic. What an odd thing to do, but how fun, right?
That's cool.
Do they get along?
Oh, they so get along. Yeah, they're perfectly fine. So me, Eugene, and I'll be the youngest one there, and we'll have.
I love it. Oh, when do you guys put up Christmas decorations?
I used to do it the day after Thanksgiving. In my house, I had 7,000 square feet then, and it was just covered. But now I have like this tiny little tree and a few little light up things, and it's so easy. I can just pick it up in 2 seconds and put it in the garage.
I'm gonna figure out a way. I'm gonna definitely get us a tree since we're gonna be totally not Christmassy this year and go on a beach vacation. I guess.
Wow, that's
my
cool.
divorced parents.
Nobody in my family wants to travel on Christmas, and that's the time I want to get the hell out.
Yeah, eventually it's like, okay, not everybody, families are weird. So like, if my brothers and his boyfriend are doing something for Christmas, then we're all going to go stare at each other in South Carolina. Why not? Let's go on a beach vacation. But before Christmas, maybe me and Gino will get a little tree for our first married Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to do Christmas cards? Are you going to do a pose of you guys doing like this? Or
We'll be like,
yeah. Ave Maria. Yeah, like hold each other's faces. Like,
yes.
You should do it. You should do a very like gay Christmas card.
We should do Chrissy, what I know, you love a card. You send cards early, you send them often. Right. Oh, maybe we should do a Christmas
You
card.
should. You really should.
And she gives gifts.
Oh.
Yes.
Megaphone gift. Do you have
Oh
one?
yes,
Look at your
Angela.
board.
Angela, you're gonna get a megaphone.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't have one.
Send me an address. Where's mine? Oh, I misplaced it in the move.
It's got milk all over it somewhere.
Oh
my God, you have the best one. Yes.
It's so funny when I'm working with my clients now. If I have like a good story,
Oh, this is the recording from last time.
This is my no-no square.
I can't get it to stop.
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
I can't stop.
Don't touch me there.
Stop
This
it.
is my no-no square. Stop.
Okay, well, that's embarrassing. Well, we did a stream. That was from.
What is
What
that?
was that from? I recorded that with Courtney.
last time I was here, and Courtney was teaching us that song.
And now I can't get it off my megaphone. Woo, that's embarrassing. Stop.
Your no-no square.
This is.
That's what people should call it for their children. It's the no-no square.
It is. Oh my God. Jay Schwalbach with a pink boy. Holy cow. A lot of people competition for King of Beaches tonight. You know, women are just property. Chattel noun in general use. Personal possession to be bought and sold. Please stop using your brains. Decent Gavers is not a woman yet. Thank you, J.H. Schwalbach. I wonder what the JH stands for. I'll say jerk hand.
Idiot who is a dog. It's a dog picture. Right?
Oh, it's a little biche. Is that a Bichon Frise?
Bichon Frise.
Ha ha ha.
You're learning dog.
I think if I were just like a possession, I don't know. I think life would be a little easier. I wouldn't have to worry about a lot of things. You just like worry about being pretty. Then it's like pressure's off, like working.
You're the hardest worker I've ever known in my life. You would be miserable if you were a possession. Please stop it. No.
I would probably end up just like obsessing about my looks. Isabella alive. I'm just trying to impress Courtney.
Aww.
Courtney. Aww. Derek C. Pour one out for Peanut and Fred. Oh my God.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh.
I think that united the country.
It did. It was very fucked up.
I think it somehow our friend Matt Mead knew that man. Somehow
Yes.
that swayed the election, even not swayed it really, but like
It swayed it.
I think it did in a sense.
I do believe it did.
It did a little, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, poor
Yeah, of
squirrel.
course.
Who doesn't
Matt,
love a cute
how
squirrel?
Matt went to school with him or something, like high school, I think. High school or college with him.
Yeah, what is that? I don't understand it, but somehow, I mean, he's been to a Comedians of the Compound show.
Oh, really?
The
I would have
squirrel-
noticed a man with a squirrel at one of our shows.
He didn't bring the squirrel. Do you bring, Bucket to the?
I would.
He looks like Bradley Cooper and somebody mixed. I forgot who the other one was. Captain America.
Keanu renamed one of the dogs. Waffles is now Bucket because
It's my nickname for Bucket. It's Bucket.
what had happened was we were trying to take a picture, and I learned there was like a pro tip, like animal photographers and people who take pictures of kids, how they get them to look at the camera is they drop a heavy book. And
So
then
the sunlight was so beautiful, and she was sitting in the garden with the bean, and I was trying to get the dog Bucket to go there with her, and I was taking photos, and then she's like, people drop heavy books to make the dog look, and then I found a bucket.
Like an old planter, like a plastic planter. So it wasn't heavy. It wasn't going to make a thud. So she didn't just drop it. Instead, she threw it hard against the ground. It bounced up. It scared the shit out of the dog.
The dog.
She was like, oh, like, took off. Instead of looking at the camera,
bucket.
Good job. Good
scared
job.
the ever-loving crap out of her. She was like,
Poor
gone.
bucket. Oh
now
my
she's
God, I'll
Bucket.
never forget it. It was the hardest I've ever laughed. It was terrible, but
It was good.
I'm not a photographer, but we still got some great photos.
There's a lot of people breaking up with their Trump husbands and boyfriends now. I mean, I don't know. I think that's it might be a lot of talk too. I think it's just
It's the woman who was supposed to be getting her tubes tied today, and I'm like, or it said 2 days. 2 days after Trump, I'm getting my tubes tied, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. It's impossible to get an appointment with a doctor. It's impossible to like schedule something. There's no way.
Maybe she's doing it herself.
Do it yourself. Self-service.
Yeah, like I tried to like wax myself many years ago. I got a home kit, and I failed miserably.
You just asked who Eliza Blue is. That's how I met you.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's right. We were both covering the same grifting pretend. She was faking being a trafficking victim.
Next time we need to all worship. We must have an anniversary somewhere around here.
What's that, a bowl? That's something a Native American would play into the air, into the night sky with a coyote howling.
What do you call it? Now I don't even know the name. An ocarina.
Where do you get that?
You know
Somebody-
how you run that thing before you start your little trailer?
Oh yeah.
Whatever the name is of that. There's one part I literally turn it off. I can't watch it. The shaman, the new world order shaman. He freaks me out.
Oh, really?
I have to turn it off.
Oh, well, my baby back.
Oh, wait, Chris is on me.
All right, maybe I'll have Frank take that out for you.
Thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, Angela is an actual musician. We'll have to send you a strange small instrument to play.
I know. Yeah, these are like my legit instruments back here, but yeah, I haven't played recently, so I need to pick it back up. But yes, they are. They're not just for show.
The left.
When did you
I'm
start
sorry.
that?
The right hates those.
The right
The right
hates
does
guitars.
They hate it. Yeah, they hate it.
No, you're like a cool chic musician. The right hates this. Yeah.
You've got it, Keanu. You got it.
Hell yeah, I got
You get it.
I know. I was like asked her to play something, but then I was like, well, she says she's rusty, so we won't put her on the spot.
I know. Maybe in the future. I know I am. I really legit am. I used to play in Florida, and then when I moved to New York, I really haven't played. So
Where in Florida were you?
Yeah, I'm a native Floridian, so I'm born and raised in Florida. I was born in Fort Lauderdale, but I grew up in St. Augustine.
Okay.
And then I lived in Orlando I went to college in Orlando and lived there before I moved to New York. So kind of all over Florida,
Ooh.
but
You didn't feel compelled to stay in Florida?
I didn't feel compelled. I mean, I'm now sort of maybe thinking about going back, but it was
Florida.
cool. It's been cool to have a different experience. Like I wanted to like experience something different, which New York totally has been in a beautiful way. It's been like a really cool adventure in New York and a lot of things that I never would have done if I didn't live here.
Like anal?
Yeah, totally.
There is something magical about New York, and it's like you can't really explain it to somebody who's never lived here. And there's
Yeah.
something like kind of whimsical about New York City, and like
I love New York. I'm not done
Yeah.
with it yet. Absolutely not. I don't really like have a. I'm definitely not leaving yet. And also, I'm married, and he's not ready to leave it yet. But so
How long have
sorry.
you been here, Keanu?
I grew up in, 2015, I guess, I came to New York, and I had been here or whatever. But yeah, if I'm going to go live not in a city, then yeah, why wouldn't I go back to Charleston? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's sort of best of both worlds. But my parents don't even live there. We're not moving with my mom, TMZ mock, all right? Like, well, not yet, at least, but we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, there is something cool about, and I'm thinking obviously like pre-pandemic New York City.
Yeah.
Just like if you could do the kind of day where you're just like, I'm just gonna see where the wind blows me, and you're just
When
like
I have nothing to do,
walking around
go
like
Carrie Bradshaw.
just shop
walk and see where
around,
it takes you.
have
Yeah.
coffee, have lunch, like talk to strangers,
Stop in a museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like,
it's a nice
but
day.
now it's like you get jerked off in your, it's get cum in your hair in the subway, and you're like, oh, it's a little different now.
I've had cum in my hair a few times in my life, but never from the subway.
You're like, oh wait, I came on the train with this. Never mind.
Yes. Wait, what?
No, it really has been like I said, I mean, New York, like I would have never gotten into TV and film and like so many things, and like the energy in this city really, it has been incredible and different, and experiencing seasons, even though I don't like the cold and the dark, and like, but just like a lot of things that I wouldn't have experienced that I think, like when you're trying to live like a full life, and like, I think it's cool to experience all the things and like get out there and have different experiences and not just stay in one place. And
You moved back to Florida, where would you go?
That's a good question. So a lot of my best friends are in St. Augustine and Orlando. So it's tricky though, because like I don't necessarily love those places, and I've lived there before, but if I'm going to go back, I want to be close to them. Like I want to be close to my best friends. So I probably would be, but I don't know. So it's a little up in the air, but I mean, I love the beach.
Tampa. I think Tampa's awesome.
Yeah.
Tampa is fun.
Yeah. I haven't done like a lot of West Coast Florida. So I would explore some beachy towns, and I love the beach. That's part of like what I love about Florida, and it's sort of my happy place. So yeah, I could definitely explore some new spots that are by the beach that are like close enough to friends and stuff. Another thing is like, just, I don't know, like with New York, I don't know how you feel, but like just safety wise, every day right now is like a battle. And honestly, the other day I was on my way to work and my train stopped and got stuck.
Oh, how scary.
Oh my God. So then I was like, okay, like I'm on my way to work and my train stopped. We were sitting there for like 30 minutes and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I saw like cops kind of like running by on the platform. And finally someone came in and was like, okay, nothing's going to happen. Like just they evacuated us. They're
was it the shooting thing?
Yeah.
Yes, I read about this. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
So thankfully I was fine. So I'm not complaining because I was safe, but like,
but
it just
still,
makes me
like,
feel-
yeah, I couldn't go to, do what I needed to do because the train was stopped because of a shooting.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Crazy.
And also you're just like, oh my gosh, like you're so close to like an incident where, the shooter was like running down into the subway, could get on your train. You don't know. I don't know. I was just like, it was weird to read about it later and be like, oh, that was my train. And like, so That's
I accidentally in a live stream caught a shooting outside of my apartment that I moved here from. I don't know how. I mean, I still didn't feel unsafe. But I don't know how to react to gunshots even. But yeah, once you're in it, you're like, oh, well, I guess that could have been me. But I don't think that's New York. I think that's hopefully it'll get better. But I get that. You're like, God. I read this on the news here. Yeah, that sucks.
I just feel like it's a little bit I mean, I love New York. I'm not, but every day right now, like there's shit happening on the trains, like with mental health and homelessness. And like, it's just, there's a lot that you're just like, it's just not the same that it was pre-pandemic for sure. Like,
oh, hell no. Right.
No.
Yeah. And I don't see it coming back for a while. So I understand people who are itching to move now. And imagine how much of a mark you would make as the bold lib in Florida. They wouldn't know what hit them. They'd be like, what?
If I survive, but yeah.
If you ever move to Florida, your slogan should be like, I'm gonna turn this state blue. My God, that's gonna get so much hate.
I got 4 years.
yeah, I'm going door to door.
Build back Boulder. That's what she's doing.
Oh, that's cute.
The female Scott Pressler.
Scott Pressler is the GOAT. I think
he's
amazing. Did he basically single-handedly help us win Pennsylvania?
I would say him and the Amish.
Yeah. Wow.
The Amish was huge.
The Amish are great. If there's any Amish people watching this, thank you guys. And also, I'll never tell.
Yeah, they don't watch TV, I don't think.
Wow. But they also must get so much done. Think of how many barns they could build because they're not like on TikTok all day. It kind of must be nice.
Have you ever seen them, how they can build like this?
Eugene wants to say hi. He brought white.
Who's drinking tonight?
What's in the bag?
I drank with Bill Schultz tonight.
How many did you
Are you
get?
drunk, Gino?
What do you think?
Come on. We went to see a Broadway play.
I told them all about it.
You went to White Castle? Wow.
And you want to have a good divorce lawyer, or? I'm teasing. I can't wait to eat those. Oh, he's weird, but good. Yes, he's drunk. He was with Bill Schultz, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Wow. I can't believe I haven't seen a play in a long time.
Wow.
So
it was so good. Wow.
Wow.
Walden, starring Joanne Nosachinski and Emmy Rossum.
Is there any nudity
in the New York area? What?
Is there any nudity?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
he said yes. She said no.
He's laying in our bed eating a White Castle burger. I'm glad. So glad. This is love for you.
Jeremy Parkhurst, thank you for the super chat. Chrissy, great show. Kiki looks great. Any plans on having Ashley St. Clair on the show? And where is Melanie Mack on? Miss her. I would love to have Ashley St. Clair on. She's a busy gal. Maybe the bold lib could put in a good word. I haven't seen Ashley in a while. We had lunch maybe last year or something. It was a while ago. And Melanie Mack is also a busy girl. I know she's streaming a lot with the quartering. But I'll try to get her back too. I love Melanie.
I want to be there that day.
Yes. All right. I'll do what I can. Wraith. What's up, Wraith? Any thoughts on the Wicked Dolls controversy?
That was crazy.
What? I don't know about this at all.
Oh my gosh. They put wicked.com and it's a porn site on the back of the dolls, the packaging.
I know. Yes.
No.
So
What?
Wicked is the musical, oh, you're never gonna bring me down. Right. So Ariana Grande and this other woman are in Wicked, which is a musical that I saw. I think I saw it on Broadway, and the movie is coming out. They were making dolls, and on accident, I guess. I saw very little of this. There's a link to a porn site of the dolls.
No way.
That's what I heard.
Oh my God. Google it right now, Chrissy, because
I'm
I'm
not
not
pull this
quite
up. I
sure.
just want to make sure I'm not like pulling up any porn.
You won't see anything.
Okay.
It's like a Barbie doll, but on the back of it. And I only saw just a little bit of this. So
Wow. Holy cow. The packaging for Mattel's Wicked Dolls mistakenly lists the URL of an adult entertainment site instead of the official domain for the film. Wicked, the new theatrical adaptation of the hit Broadway musical, is set to open in theaters November 22nd. However, merchandise for the film, starring Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo as the witches Glinda and Alfalfa?
Alphaba. Yeah.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa.
It's already on sale, and some fans have spotted a major error in the packaging for Mattel's dolls for the film. The back of the Mattel's dolls packaging lists the website wicked.com. The issue, that domain belongs to an adult entertainment site, not the film's official website, which is actually wickedmovie.com. It doesn't seem to be a one-off error either, as hundreds of Mattel boxes listed on eBay show the same error. However, other Wicked merch, such as a Lego set, does list the correct URL.
I love how the whole world's always watching now.
Let me type in wicked.com. Actually, maybe I don't want to.
Also, it's obviously whoever they hired to print whatever on the back of it's not Wicked's, the company's problem, or it's like they hired somebody who's an idiot and went, well, we'll just put wicked.com, which does sound like a porn website. Excuse me.
Wow.
Look at their packaging. And actually, I guarantee you they have a whole team that looks at that.
Right.
Right. So,
this is like with those dolls that when you get them wet, they're wearing lingerie.
Yeah.
They're always trying to pull some bullshit with the dolls.
I agree.
Or how about the dolls when we were growing up, like that, like they're like baby dolls that like pee or like wet their diapers. It's all freaky and awful. Like abolish dolls.
Oh, I loved dolls. Quince, 5 times more fun. I love taking care of each and every one. I remember the Quince. They each had a different color, and they each had like a little. Maybe they had like a tuft of hair.
I have no idea what this is. I missed.
They're
this.
little dolls. They're called Quince.
They're like this big.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, that's so cute.
Or do you remember Bundle of Babies? I had those. My Bundle of Babies. It was like, right, it's always trying to get.
This brings me back. Wow, Quince.
Nostalgia.
They have a little bed.
Frightening.
Oh my god, this was the best. Why am I?
Well,
I'm just nostalgizing really hard right now. Okay.
Was there a Pornhub, a link to
How
it?
cool
on the
is
back,
this?
or-
The train, and they each get their own little section on the train. How great.
Yes. Yes, women have more babies, even all at once, like a litter.
The Quince were great because they weren't diverse. Okay, it was just 5 blonde baby dolls, and nobody questioned it, and everybody
That look no different whatsoever.
Yeah,
they are all blonde. Right.
Yeah.
Chrissy, you're basically 99.5. So you went up 100 today so far.
Ooh.
We're getting closer. Anybody?
Look, they're all on a bike.
Follow.
They don't have clothes. They're just on a bike in their diapers. Oh.
It looks like a human centipede to me. I don't know.
Okay. This
I'm
one
just
does.
teasing.
Look a little.
Somebody else
Oh, bed. How cool.
I have never seen these things ever.
I'm gonna probably buy a Quint. This is similar to the night I just stayed up and I bought a bunch of my old Pogs off eBay.
Lovely ladies, I'm so sorry, but I have to leave.
Is it because I brought up Pogs?
No, not at all. I'm so sorry. I had to get up early
Oh
for
no,
work.
it's
and-
okay. Angela, I miss you. We have to do lunch IRL, maybe with Kiki, and
Yes, I would
we'll
love
do a
to.
thing.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, please. Just anytime, let me know.
It was
Okay,
so
go
nice
to
to meet
Florida. Stay here with me. I'll ride the train with you.
I know I'm very conflicted. I do love it here, so I don't know what I'm just saying it, but I don't really know what's gonna happen. So
The thing is, you can always come back, and you can always like. There's no wrong answer, really.
yeah, we'll see. I'm taking it day by day. We'll see, but
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah.
Carmen,
Angela,
it was so nice to meet you.
Thank you. It was very nice to meet you.
everybody
welcome.
follow Angela on Twitter.
I like your happy walk.
Angela
Thank you.
Belcamino.
I love it.
I appreciate you. I heart you guys so much. Thank you for the support. I really do appreciate all of you. So thank you so much for the
Where
love.
else can they follow you?
Yeah, so mainly X at Angela Belcamino, same on Instagram at Angela Belcamino, same on TikTok. That's pretty much it. Yeah, pretty much on all the socials at Angela Belcamino. Thank you so much. I
Love you,
appreciate it.
Angela.
You guys are
Love
awesome.
you soon.
Hope everybody has an amazing week.
Good night.
Love you.
Good night. Thank you so much.
She's a bullet, and she's living it up. Oh, that's all.
I love that she just doesn't care.
Look, stop trying to figure her out, people. Stop trying to ask her hard questions. Stop trying to do gotcha on Angela. Okay. K-Max.
No,
Chrissy,
she's awesome.
if you make 100,000 subs on YouTube, is there a plaque involved? How much higher till you do you wish to go? I wish to make it to 100,000 and then stop.
Sky's the limit.
I want the damn plaque. But I think you have to get more than 100 to get the
So
plaque.
it's safe. You're for
Right.
sure 100.
Right. They don't want you just hanging on by a thread. But let me know. Give me your ideas for guests.
Tonight, at least.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that'd be cool.
No, because you were at 994 when I came in, and right now you're at 995, according to my phone.
Ooh. Also, I'm doing a birthday stream tomorrow. You guys are all welcome to come if you're not busy. I think I might start at 10. I can't believe it's my birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday!
I didn't really acknowledge my birthday last year. I just was like, I'm pregnant. Let's
Well,
focus on that.
you had a really bizarre 1920 or 2023. Like
It was up and down. It
Very
was yeah, it was
lots
a
of
year.
good. You had like the big spectrum.
Yeah, all the things. But
what do you want for your birthday?
ooh, I used to think I really wanted a Fudgy the Whale cake. But
I don't even know what that is.
we ordered 2 cakes for the baptism. Are you kidding me, Carmen? Fudgy the Whale?
No. Is this a New York thing?
No, it's
I just
only an icon of our times. A Fudgy the Whale cake, it's like a whale covered in
I only
fudge.
know it from Howard Stern because
Fudgy
yes,
Whale.
Fudgy,
Is this a
Fudgy.
New York? No, you said it wasn't. Fudgy.
it's not. No.
Fudgy the Whale. Hold
Whale.
on.
Fudgy
Hold
the Whale.
please.
That's what you want, Chrissy? A Fudgy the Whale cake, something that no one knows.
Love you.
Well,
This
I
is
know
what I want.
from
doesn't look
Fred
very
on Howard Stern, but
I'm like, I want a Range Rover. Like you and I are different.
Look, I'm a simple woman with
water.
simple needs. I want to be a whale of a dad. Okay. There's cookie
Handsome
crumbles inside. It's covered in fudge, and ice cream cake is just the bomb. You know, it's like it's so
I
bad,
hate
but it's
ice
so
cream
good.
cake.
I love it. That makes me want ice cream.
But we ordered 2 cakes for the Beans baptism, so we have a whole extra cake.
That
so
cake was so delicious.
thank
No,
you.
Chrissy, you need a new cake.
Oh,
You can have
100%.
I
leftover
can't be
cake for your
open here with
birthday.
2 cakes.
Baptism cake for your birthday. That's not going to work.
No, she always is like, well, no, I'll Chrissy, enjoy your life. Don't endure it. We're enjoying life. You deserve a new cake.
You know what I wish? I wish they gave out slices like Fudgy the Whale cake slices. Maybe I'll go to Carvel tomorrow. I'll try to talk them into that. I'll be like, why don't you just give me the
somebody should
tail?
do it for you. Just a tail.
Give me just the tail. Give me a fin.
I want the world for you. It's your birthday.
You guys, the chat is saying go new cake. Reshape it into a whale. I could just put it in the freezer along with my breast milk and just let it sit there.
Listen, your cake should not be anywhere near your frozen breast milk. All right, it's not. It's all right. You're having a birthday. Let people do things for
All right. So
you.
besides a cake, do you have any desires?
I think I want to get a massage. There's a lady named Roxanne who I had last time. She's like, I am stronger than all of the men who work here. I am strongest. And I'm like, you're my new lady.
Oh, you like it hard.
I do. I like to walk out hobbled. That's when you know you've had a good massage. And I had cupping done last time, which looks like
I was going to ask you and I forgot.
you have insane bruises like all over your neck, shoulder. She did them my neck, my back, my crack. She put them everywhere,
Your
and they
pussy
took
and your crack,
they
yeah.
took like 2 weeks to go away.
Chrissy, no, because I hadn't seen you since before the wedding, and I went, was she doing cupping? You still have them on your back. I saw
Really?
them. Yes, and I went,
could you see them at the baptism?
Oh yes, and I went, what? I didn't know she. Yeah,
Oh
but
no,
that's fine. Not in a bad way.
I didn't realize they were still visible.
I know, but
probably everybody was like, well, "Is she okay?
What are
Is she
those
being?"
hematomas?
Did it look like I was domestically abused?
I'm like, no, she's in the Olympics or something. That's what I thought. Like,
I am,
no.
and I'm getting ready for the Olympics. Yeah. Well, it
No,
separates
you
the
can
fascia
see them.
and like the layers of like skin and muscle. It hurts in like a good way. It's really fun. It really does.
And I
hurt.
forgot to ask you, but I did go. I went, oh, she's been doing that like cupping thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
I could see them
It
faintly.
hurts like
'cause I was
it hurts
near
like a
you, but-
bitch, but it's cool.
It does hurt?
It's for me. It did.
Wow. I thought it would be like a hickey and it just wouldn't.
It is like a hickey, but it's like it
different kind of
it really sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that. Thank you. You folk that flat cow Nima. Keanu comes and go on Sunday morning. Okay. What's up, Jonathan? Jonathan Prezione in the chat. Hey, Chrissy, I never got to watch the election stream on Quite Frankly. So you met Matt. How did it go? You should have him on and Blonde talk out their fight on your show. Anyways, Matt is a good talker. Oh yeah, he was on the stream on Frank's show, and we didn't talk about that stuff at all. And I don't know. I'm embarrassed. I don't know anything about him. I had never watched the show that he did, so I just don't know anything. It doesn't seem like they want to work it out. So I don't know what I can do for them. But he seems smart, and I think everyone's gonna be. All parties will be fine.
I was out on that one.
Yeah. All I know about is cupping, and Roxanne's gentle but firm hands.
Roxanne, you don't have to put out the relate.
I remember getting a massage many, many moons ago. And the massage therapist was telling me that like a lot of people get in car accidents after they get a massage.
What? Because they're too loose?
They're so relaxed. It's almost like being drunk.
She put the lotion. She had me pick out like what flavor lotion do you want? And I said, what do you like the best? Because you're the one that's gonna have it all over you. And she's like, and I was like face down, and she like put it in her hands, and then she wafted it into my face from underneath the table, and I was like, I appreciated the waft, you know.
I hate it. I hate massages. I hate being like.
Same. I don't like massages either. I got them because I was having bad anxiety, and it really did help with anxiety.
No, and
I love them.
Now I'm sore. Right. Okay. Great. Now I'm sore. Wonderful. But you know. People love massages or they don't.
I love them. Anybody who wants to give me a massage for any reason.
You're a massage hoe.
When I'm getting my nails done, sometimes there'll be like a free lady. She'll be like, "You want a massage?" I'm like, "Yes, please."
The last time we got our nails done together, I went, "Please, no, don't touch me." You went, "Yes, I would love that."
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's all right. I'm perfectly fine. Thank you.
I love it.
Somebody said Candyman died. I don't know who that is. Should I know who that is?
Candyman.
The
Candyman
Candyman can. Who can make the sunshine?
Sunshine.
I
Dun,
just-
dun, dun, dun.
Anyway, I'm picking up my Fudgy the Whale cake as soon as Carvel opens tomorrow. And I'm just going to eat it with a spoon
Well, as long as
in the
it's your
bathroom.
own.
One scoop for me, one scoop for the bean. One
The
scoop for me.
Candyman. The Candyman can.
Oh,
The
wow.
Candyman can. Who can make
can
the
make the
sunshine? Oh, shit.
I like your microphone. I only have a microphone.
We have too many. But yes, we're the megaphone crew.
I love your microphone. That was cool.
I have to get one for Angela.
Too cool.
Should we send her a blue one since she's a bold lib?
Yes. You have to do blue for her.
Yep.
I love her. She's so cool.
I like her a lot. She's very misunderstood.
She's so brave to come on this show like everybody's Trump.
Yep. I said, you're safe here. K-Max, from a comedian's perspective, well, I'm out. Chrissy and Keanu, did you hear about Bill Burr's open set on SNL? We were watching clips from SNL. Watch some of the sketches, but I don't.
But we have to stop you, Chrissy, right now, and we have to sing "Happy Birthday" because officially, happy birthday to
I have a horrible
you.
voice.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chrissy.
Birthday to you. I love you, Chrissy.
Love you, Chrissy. Look at your birthday.
Actually, it's not my birthday till 5 a.m., but I will
It's a
accept.
very
this.
good day that you were born.
Oh, wow. Thank you, chat. Does
You were born at 5 a.m. You said
Hey,
was-
if you really
I was
want to
born
do
at 5
something
a.m..
for her, subscribe to her channel. And
Tell a
get
friend.
someone else to subscribe to her channel.
And look, once I have the plaque displayed, then you're free to unsubscribe. Okay, live your lives, people. I just need you from between now and when that plaque is here.
I agree. And think about how easy is it to even ask 10 of your friends to just say, hey, it's her birthday. Help her out. Help a girl out.
We have a fellow November 11th B-Day in the chat, Dennis Wright.
Oh,
Wow.
happy birthday, Dennis.
Two wrongs don't make a
Aw.
right. Just remember that, Dennis. He probably, Dennis, I don't know if you are married, but I imagine if you were like trying to get your wife pregnant, you'd be like, two wrongs don't make a right. And then you nut into your woman.
Right.
Then it's right.
Then you make a right. All right. Anyway.
A real right.
I didn't see Bill Burr's open set on SNL.
I did. It sucked, sort of.
What did he?
I trust your opinion.
Yeah, I think it kind of.
Why did it suck?
Well,
I'm not saying wrong. Like,
was it me?
No, yeah. Well, it
tepid?
got funnier, but it was he could have been better. It sucked. He was I think I saw a tweet with Kumia and even an I think dearest Kevin Brennan. Like, yeah, like what was this? I didn't think it was the worst thing in the world, but Bill Burr could have done better. I went
Wow.
like,
Okay.
why are you talking about having the cold or a flu? And then he's like, all right, I know what you guys want to hear about. And then he did like a little bit of edgy material on the election. He should have opened with that. Just do your edgy material, no matter how you feel. Like, just go
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
It's amazing that
So-
somebody like Bill Burr, who I think is uncancelable at this point and probably has FU money, would be afraid to be anything less than 200%.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just think that maybe he was probably still a little bit upset about the election, so probably didn't want to do it. Yeah. So
Oh.
But he was funny either way. Yeah. He's a, yeah. So.
Wow. All right. I'm going to watch it now.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it, T-Max. Erica! Oh my God! Oh my God. Thank you, Erica. Happy birthday, Chrissy. May God continue to bless you and your family. Lock into your destiny and claim. Isaiah 14:27. All the forces of darkness cannot stop what God has ordained. I love that. It gives me goosebumps. That's all we want. I want everybody to lock into their destiny. That's the goal, right?
Is it on Twitter?
What?
Thank you, Erica. Oh, Viking, happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you,
My fault, sorry.
Viking. Sorry, what's happening? Thank you,
That was
Viking.
my
Old Nerdy, happy birthday, Chrissy. Thank you, Old Nerdy. Jeremy Parkhurst, happy birthday, Chrissy. Happy birthday to Kiki, whose B-Day is on the 13th. Mine is on the 14th. Wow, we got Scorpios all up in here. Scorpio season really snuck up on me. My mom always used to say that this is my busy season because I always love Halloween. And then it's like, boom, Halloween, boom, birthday. It's like, so really from mid-October to really Christmas,
New
I feel like
Year's.
it's busy.
It goes so fast.
Yeah.
I call it Amen Corner.
Amen corner. That's cute. And from Steve Rants, I live right in the middle of Ohio, Amish country, and I've worked with them off and on most of my life. The Amish love Trump. You know, Steve, you know what I love about you? Most people say I've worked with them on and off for most of my life. You say off and on. I love that. I love that about you.
You know what I love about you? That you noticed that.
I know.
Off and on. It's on and off.
Off and Amish. Amish and on.
I think I say off and on, tell her. Not like
What?
I think I say off and on.
It's on and off.
I think I say on and off. Yeah.
You can't be
On
off
and off.
something unless you're on it. So you have to be
I'm
on
like
it
Gino.
first.
I say it backwards too.
It's off and on. And
No, it's not.
Off again.
It's on and off. How you can't begin in an off position. You're neutral. You have to be on to then be off.
On and on.
Right? Because if you're off the wagon, that means you were
I think
on the
in
wagon.
The wifely duties and take my side.
Bitch, stop. Can you hear him? No. On and off and on. On and off and on. I think both
On and
are.
off.
I think both
Correct
are.
phrase is on and off again. I just Googled it.
On and off again, or
Chat, is it on and off or is it off and on?
It's on and off again. The correct phrase is on and off again. It's
It
used
would
to
have to
describe
be.
something that's intermittently and sporadically, such
Reasonable.
as a relationship or a job or whatever.
Oh,
would
you
make
looked it up?
sense.
It's on and
Yeah.
off.
Right. My marriage, Eugene, is on and off again.
Hold on. How do we poll the chat? Poll the chat. How do we do that?
No, I mean, it would have to be on and off again, right? You can't be off from something.
I
if you
was
were never
like
on
Gino. I
something.
did it backwards.
Wrong.
I don't even know how to do a poll. Where are my mods? I don't have
You've
mods.
never been on a poll.
Anyway, Steve, thank you. It is off and on. But yeah,
Off and on.
I love that the Amish love Trump. That's great. I need to make more Amish friends.
What, Christy?
Steve, you did this.
Stop adding things to your list of things to do. You know what I really need to do? Make more Amish friends. They'll come to you. All right.
I don't know if they will. Unless I find one that's really good at bowling at my local bowling alley and I coach him to a victory.
They may on and off come to you, but
Okay.
today's your birthday. Today you are a man.
That's what Keanu kept saying during the baptism. She's like, "Bean, today you're a man." I'm like, I think you're confusing this with.
I went. Is that what it
The
is
bar
for
mitzvah.
a bar mitzvah? But listen, today he was a man, the cutest bean ever. He was so cute.
I know, and at his bath, I didn't want to scrub his head. I didn't want to scrub off the holy water.
We gave him a bath after, and then we left the little oil moment on
Mhm.
on his little forehead. Oh my god.
Yeah.
There is no
Oh,
cuter baby ever.
he's so cute. He sleeps all by
You're the reason I do not want to have a child. It could never be cuter than that baby.
It's
Oh.
awful, Chrissy. How dare
Last
you?
night he slept from like 8ish till 5:30. That's never happened before.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. It's amazing. It's amazing he can stay asleep.
He's
Wow.
so sweet.
He's the best. I can't believe he came out of me. What the hell? How did this happen?
I know. I still look at him. I'm like, I don't know where I don't get it.
He
but-
sits up. He can hold a spoon. It's like, how did you figure this out?
Right. I'm like, look at him. My godson. Look, he can hold this spoon.
Like,
You
I
see
can
that?
barely hold a spoon. Like, what? I have
I don't
trouble
know where
sitting
he
up.
came.
Anyway, this is a great show. I love you both so much.
Wow. Love you, darling.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Oh, it's my birthday.
Yeah, you must enjoy every second.
You know what? Maybe I'll go to TJ Maxx and spoil myself.
Okay, Chrissy. TJ
I'm
Maxx.
aiming low. Okay, Fudgy the Whale and TJ Maxx. That's where I'm at now. I'm a mom. Okay.
I get it and I love it, but like you
She's
could
getting
spoil
a massage
spoil
too.
yourself a little bit better. It's all right.
Yeah, maybe-
Take the bean to a Nordstrom rack. even.
Rack. Yeah, we can do Nordstrom Rack.
And then exactly. Might be fun. Might be something to
Aw.
consider.
There is something exciting about a Marshalls or a TJ Maxx, like to just like really pour through it, like
It's fun. It's like
Yeah.
people. I love TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I love it. It's like finding something really cool. I
Mhm.
love it. But it's your birthday, so
Yeah. So it's
maybe
more
I'll,
better.
I'll buy myself a new birthday tarp to wear while I eat my fudgy. I got a new robe.
just you wearing a robe makes me happy. I know you don't like people in their robes.
Putting the robe
so-
on, eating a Fudgy the Whale cake. Ooh, maybe I'll eat it in the hot tub.
I'm doing
Just get wine.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, ridiculous.
Okay, I can't stop. What's coming up, you ask? I'll tell you what's coming up. We have interviews, right? I've scheduled things, haven't I? Monday will be the birthday stream, I think at 10. And then Tuesday the 12th, I'm interviewing Angela McCardle at 4 and Eric Ambonante, Lila's husband, at 9. Wednesday is Kiki's birthday. Kiki, you should have a birthday stream. I don't know if you're thinking about doing
am.
it, but you should.
I have it planned. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I will
And-
send you both the link. I haven't really planned it, but it's in my brain. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Chrissy, I was cracking up at you when you started it, and you're like, let's, without any ado, let's get going. And you're like, wait, let's have an ado. And then you started telling
Wait, there is a do. Not enough people say that.
that was
Have
so cute.
have some ado. And then nightlife, of course, Thursday at 9:00. Kiki, what's coming up for you?
Happy birthday, Chrissy, first of all. Love you dearly. And love the bean. Love Frank. Oh my gosh. Tuesday, I think I'm gonna do Untoward Tuesday birthday stream at 9 up until my birthday at midnight. So I'm having many people come in. Like I will send you both the link. And
cute.
I haven't really planned it yet, but yeah, I'm just going to stream until I am 32.
Ooh,
And
me
then,
too.
Yes. And then Keanu C. Thompson and Keanu Cast, wherever you find your podcasts. Just go and leave us subscribe and leave us a nice review.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah. And I saw
Carrie,
like some media company picked you up too, which is really cool.
Yes. So now
Congratulations.
we're not only a visual podcast, we're an audio podcast. And so we're very excited about that. So go wherever you find your podcasts and listen there as opposed to watching. But you can watch us as well. Yes.
Oh wait, we have to do a dance party. You're right.
Oh, a dance party?
Okay. Keri, I was not born on my due date. I was actually due on the 7th.
I was born on my exact due date.
Ooh. Carmen, where can people find you? Oh yeah, and Keanu, were you born on your due date?
No, but I was a giant turkey baby that looked like David Letterman, they tell me.
How much did you weigh?
I was 9 pounds an ounce.
Oh
That's gigantic.
I had weird red hair. Awesome.
Carmen, what's coming up for you?
My name.
Wait, it's too loud. I can't hear you. Okay, go.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. Keep dancing.
It does matter.
Just find me on Twitter and YouTube. I'm
sorry, I can't hear you. Okay, sorry. Try it again.
This is like the 10th time. It's just my name.
Carmen.
Don't make me pull out my people.
Okay, I'm done. All right, really tell him again. I promise I won't do it again. Everyone follow Carmen
before she starts crying.
Oh no!
I'm so not sensitive. Okay, so my name, Twitter and YouTube. Got it out. Go ahead and crank the music.
Let's go.
Happy birthday!
Thanks. It doesn't feel like my birthday yet.
Everybody, subscribe. Get a friend to subscribe.
Get it. Subscribe.
Like literally, if everyone here did do that, it would be done tonight. That would be an awesome.
But you know what? I have to earn their subscription, and it's not just like,
well, then never mind. Don't do it unless she earns it.
Like.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Ready?
Happy.
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop. Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Don't touch me there. My subscribe square.
Subscribe square.
No, please touch me there.
This is my do it square.
My do it square. Wow.
You're doing weird things.
We did it.
Wow. Bye. We love you guys. See you next time.
Bye. Thank you.
Stay